Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dawn and Dusk tournament. I am your host, Thuy. Here I have with me Rafa. Go ahead and say hi, Rafa.
Hello, how are you?
Great. We have Arsenic and Old Mice.
Hello.
We have Cosmicant.
Hola, yo soy es Cosmic.
We have Humberto.
Hey there.
And we have Nico.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Okay, great. So today is game 6. We are revisiting the majestic Mountainside map. Here is our flop of factions. And yeah, I'll turn it over to the players to choose their factions and get set up. Let me know if you need anything. Have fun. Don't stress out. Goodbye.
All right. Who was our fifth seed?
Rafa.
I start.
All
Lords.
right. So
Hundreds.
here's the flop that we have. Okay, Lord of the Hundreds. Nice. It's been a hot minute
Now you
since
get to
we've
take
had
just five.
Just
Lord of the
get
Hundreds
five
in the
over your
game.
Cards, and it'll draw them all.
Okay, thank you.
Looks good.
Okay.
This flop looks
So-
like a lot of the flops we've had. Just like we haven't had the otters though. So I'm hoping we see the otters in the game. But, I don't know. This does seem like it might be a good game to choose otters, honestly. We've got Lord of the Hundreds with 20 pieces. We have potentially cats and lizards who could be great customers. I guess if badgers and crows are chosen, it makes them a bit less good of a pick.
So
Um,
now the next player, I think.
but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you're
looking
yeah,
good
that's-
for otters.
Cosmic
You're-
Hand, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Alrighty. I'm gonna be honest, lads. I did not expect rats to get picked first, or at all, of that matter. But that's all right. That's all right. We'll adjust.
Someone was hoping.
Okay. There's my idea. We're going Lizzies.
Love it.
interesting.
Okay.
Hopefully I did that right. Yeah. Cool. Okay. We'll set that out. Let's see. Is there an outcast marker? No, there's not. Oh, this is fun. All right.
You-
Send me the mouse.
Do you want the wizard?
Yeah, we can.
The dragon god.
All right, beautiful. We have lizards. I love lizards so much. Just such a fun, different sort of faction.
Oh hell yeah! There's that boy. Okay. Alright, I'm done with setup.
They did not decide to set up too far away from the rats, which is interesting. Although they did set up to the,
Okay.
to one side of the board. So rats probably aren't super incentivized to go burn down the lizards to the ground anyway, because they're not by any ruins. And giving lizards acolytes, is of questionable strategic value. So let's see what. Okay.
Well, I think I'm going otters.
Yes. Woo. We've got otters in the game.
Question: which are forests here and which are not? Which are not forest?
Okay, taking a look at the otter hand.
Forest.
So this is a big
We've
forest.
got
I think
off
this is a
trail.
big Forest, yeah.
helping with forest.
Oh,
So
wow.
we can
Merchant helping
Help
with
us
card
this,
draw.
but,
Oh,
yeah,
that
I
would
think this is
that could
just
help
big for us.
otters a lot as
Okay.
crafters. Although Lord of the Hunters
Are
being in the
these
game
forests,
makes
even
it
though they're like
less useful.
Yeah, I
rocky.
think so.
And then
Weird.
Dusk
They're
Awakening to
areas
get
enclosed
more
by
cards.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
not bad.
true.
And I think this wall separates paths, so like this wouldn't be a forest, or this wouldn't be a forest, but this with the trees is.
So the river does not or does separate
Does
forest?
probably does not. Oh, look at that. There's a nifty map there.
Would you look at that?
Mm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 forests.
Sounds like someone's thinking about badgers. Okay, price is at 2. Open for some early
I also
buys.
send you
All
a
right, I'm
picture
all
in
set.
the
You can set up
Discord
Nico.
group.
Cool. I think I'm gonna go Badgers.
Wait,
Not
so is this forest here, the long one, is only adjacent to those 4 clearings, right? It's not adjacent to these.
That's my assumption, yes.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's a big like black semicircle that's blocking it off.
which is a wall, but it's a fair question to ask the creator.
Yeah, just to make sure it's not like this forest is adjacent to 7 clearings, because that would be a little bit crazy.
Okay,
Okay, we've got otters starting at the top of the mountain.
so
I love that position
yeah,
of dominance
whatever. I'll
for the
go
otters.
keepers.
We're going keepers, okay. I
my
mean, they left it to that late. Makes sense.
mm, hmm. Mm. Okay, so I need to put 12 relics. Where are my relics? So what I'm going to do with these is, okay, first I need to actually, wait. Shuffle. First I put 1 in each forest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
so
just
start
point.
somewhere and go clockwise, like, or counterclockwise or whatever.
So this is 1 forest. This is another forest. This is another forest.
Heck yeah, Rudy.
And
Yep, my channel just became
this is
affiliate. So
this is
now
another forest.
everyone gets Riverfolk Company
This
stock
is
for
another forest.
watching.
And this is another forest. Yeah. No. Mm.
And that means we're going to be able to bet on the outcome of today's game too. So, you know, with everyone that has like 5 Riverfolk Company stock or whatever. So it should be fun.
On the map edge. So both my 2 clearings need to be in the map edge, or only 1?
Both.
And it has to be 2+ community homeland. So far we have 1, 2, 3. So
I think you have to be either those 2 or those 2.
I think it's most likely these 2. Because this is adjacent to the others.
Oh wait, this one's not adjacent to this one. Never mind. Yeah, so it'd be these 2.
Yeah.
I thought these were adjacent, but no.
It looks that way.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone gets thrown off by this map and its actual
but this one's adjacent to
adjacencies.
this one. So this is actually just 2 away
Where
from
is
here.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
It's the best we can do though, I think, is 2 and
So, yeah, it
5.
actually still has to be those 2 though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Or
this one would
I
be 1
suppose
away from 2 clearings. Yeah, it's got to be those two.
But otters isn't a homeland, right?
No, but lizards is, and this is 1-2 away,
Right.
and it's supposed to be like 2
Oh,
between.
right.
So
Yep.
it has to be these two for sure.
Yep. You're right.
No, wait, that's the same. Like here, I'll be if I
No,
do
because
But the
one
total
is 2
No, 'cause
clearings
here
away from lizards.
You've only got 1 clearing between you and lizards, and 1 clearing between you and rats. But here
Or
you've got
that's 100.
1 clearing between you and rats, but then here
Rudy,
you've got 2
thank you
clearings
so much for subscribing.
You and rats.
My first sub. Woo!
not sure if that matters. I think once
This is an exciting day.
Once it's think because this is 1 away from rats.
Yeah,
Ah,
but this one's still 2 away. So that's why I think you have to go the one that has the least amount that are closer, right?
Woo.
Pretty sure that's how it works. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Right.
We can ask Dewey if you want.
that's okay.
I know the rules from like you have to choose 2 as one of your clearings. That one's the only one that meets the condition, and
But
then
it's
you have to.
not, but it's not meeting the condition.
It is.
It is,
That
it's
one
two
meets the
away.
condition.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, 2's the only one. that
Yeah,
meets the condition, so
yeah.
That has to be one of your homelands, and then you have to go to a next one that meets it the most.
Okay, and then
Otters,
second, I
lizards,
have
rats, and
to
badgers. Yep, and
as
we've
easy as
got,
possible in forests that are
and then
not
we'll either
cleared.
have cats or crows,
I'll
which
start with these,
will be interesting
forest.
to see which one gets chosen.
then these. Oh. So these cannot be,
Yeah, you
No.
can't put it there because you're adjacent to it.
and
Can't be this one or this one, so it's got to be those two.
That's a big forest.
and that'll be it.
Okay.
All right. And we're going to have a co-commentator with us today, Endgamer. So going to work to get him on the line. Hello, Endgamer.
I'm here. Sorry, kid was taking forever to fall
It's
asleep.
cats.
You are good. Hey, audience out there, can you hear Endgamer? Endgamer, please speak for us.
I am here. I am Endgamer. I'm trying to get into the game because I put in the wrong password because I'm a fool.
You know, I switch it up every time, so you can see the
I tried to use
confusion.
The last one.
A little bit low. Sounds like you're a little bit low. So feel free to be your loud, exuberant self, Endgamer.
All right, I'll try and be slightly louder. All right. What did I miss? Just drafting, factions, and some setup. Awesome.
Okay, looks like cats have been chosen.
Mountainside.
Yeah, they are, and like I can't blame them at all. It's
It is. It's a
so
great
fun.
map. It's a great map.
Let me just make sure this is what I want.
Well designed and very pretty.
Ooh, I love how the cat homelands are both on the mountain and in like the little tunnel area.
Yeah, I'm not sure about starting literally right
And
next
he
to the rat.
can start
but
here in number 10.
I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
it
yeah.
incentivizes
Cats
rats.
don't have a restriction. Their only restriction is the keep has to be
Oh yeah, just the keep has to be not adjacent to any homelands.
to an enemy homeland.
Maybe it incentivizes rats to go for badgers. But maybe it doesn't. it could be
mean,
bad.
I feel like it just incentivizes him to go for the easy
Contemplating
cardboard that's right
between
next
this
to
and
him. Just means
Good.
cats are not going to craft this game, probably.
Yeah.
This is
Glandor in the chat
Okay.
saying this feels like a great game for otters,
should be good.
all their favorite customers, and I got to agree.
Cool.
Yeah,
Um,
and this tends to be a good deck for otters because not only are they really good at crafting, but
So we
they
not
can
need to
then
drop down. Okay.
have a really good card that people might want and go, oh yeah, give me that.
yeah. I mean, maybe like if we switched out keepers with birds, I suppose it would be even better, but like this is still really good.
Yeah, this is solid. And another like pretty highly militant game. We've been having some. I guess it's more likely when you have a 5-player game that you're gonna get more militant factions, but
Right. Right.
What went unpicked?
Crows, which crows have seen, a good amount of
A good
representation in the
For
tournament.
Anyone have any strong preferences for what cards I keep?
What cards?
I know my
are
cards are
available?
trash, but
I think Dusk Awakening's a pretty funny card that I'm willing to drop some Lizzies for.
Yeah, Merchants isn't a. I'd probably get. It's not gonna be
Mm,
great for almost anybody.
how does this work? May
don't think
place a
anyone has
warrior
versus
on
on
this
crafting.
card. Does that mean you can place any warrior? Because it said then return all warriors here to their supplies.
I think, yeah, you can
Just
place any
yours?
warrior
Okay,
on that
just
card.
yours. Yeah, you drop some Lizzies for this. How many Lizzies would you drop for this?
Probably, solid 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that is
Alright.
getting us some extra card draw, especially because it's at the end of your turn. You could hopefully build up an extra 3 or so and get a nice big burst of a turn on turn 5 or 6 if you craft it early.
Right. But lizards.
It is the
Lizards
suit
are
that
set up in mouse.
It is the suit
Oh,
they're starting
okay.
out on. It is where their first outcast is. If it stays that, if it gets all the way around to them, which it probably won't, I would imagine. We're probably going to get an overwork. Keepers might recruit. I don't know.
Yeah, that is one tricky thing you did with this deck, Endgamer, making these crafting costs not match the suits.
Yeah.
What is up with that? What went behind that trickiness?
So the original design is that
I am ready.
the Dusk Awakening and that.
All right. Think we're all good to start then.
Yeah, go for it.
Endgamer, I'm assuming that Dusk Awakening, you only can use your own warriors, right?
Yes, it's only your own.
guess I could
I
buy
just
a
threw it
rabbit ambush.
into the chat in the game, so they called it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that probably goes with some root rule about only being able to use your own pieces for things.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can put other people's
I get
hypothetically
wood.
on that's why the
we're just gonna
phrasing is
do kind
there
of a
because there might be some sort of
standard
weird
craft
shenanigan
opening.
with a fan faction later on that like where you put someone else's stuff into your supply
Are
or
we
something weird like
overfeeding
that.
the others
But
from the start, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
that
but
sounds-
anyway,
yeah.
the whole
Hey,
point
with
that.
was going to be a
Anything
rabbit
that
and a
you,
fox.
anything that cats or lizards feed me will be used to release both badgers and rats. So, there's that.
Sorry, pausing for
And also
for
win the
table
game.
talk here.
Oh, you're good.
I haven't played Root in like 4 months, man. I'm not winning. I don't even know this deck at all.
I haven't played.
I'm just here to have a good time.
This is my first time playing Root.
First time ever playing Root. Yeah.
Amazing. Endgamer, Rudy has a question in the chat that I think.
Yes, I will get to Rudy's question in a second.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you saw it.
The
I won on
having
a
off
mistake.
two
All right, so that's a
offsuited
mouse
things
card.
to
I can't
craft was
see it,
just
but
too prohibitive.
I'll just take the counter's word
So
for
it was
it.
originally like a
Mouse
rabbit
ambush.
card that was a mouse and a
Okay,
fox to
cool.
craft, but then lizards couldn't craft it and vagabonds couldn't craft it. Now it's not very useful for vagabonds because you don't have warriors usually, but
Right.
lizards being being able to do the 3 main big cool things was like
So the
one of the
mouse ambush
impetuses
is
for
gonna
this
work.
kind of hybrid
It was,
hybrid
yes.
And
cost.
then build twice.
Okay, cool.
Off trails is
2 points.
really bad underneath the ground, but actually surprisingly okay up above. You can go from 12 or 1 to 2, or you can hop across from 9 to 5, which is all very good. And you can go pop from 8 to 12 or 1 to 4.
Yep.
Also very
and
good.
we
The
will
biggest
call it
thing
there. I'll
that's
draw
really,
my
really good is
one
being able to
card and
hop
pass the turn.
all the way from 4 to 2.
Okay,
It's a real
I'll
big
start
hop.
with
Mhm.
So it can be really, really good if you're, up in the on the actual mountainside itself. If you're down in the underground, obviously, it's much less good.
I'll start with an income here.
Or if you're in Cat's
and
position where
another
you're kind of set up in
income
12 and 11 or 9.
here.
Okay.
Looks like we got a build overwork build for Cat's turn. We talked through Cat's turn.
we did. It is so
I
hard
have only
to
one question. Do you know
so hard
where
to
I can
balance
get my
commentating and
badges? Because
observing.
it seems that they aren't there.
I'm most interested by
Yeah.
people choosing to
Thank you.
build on turn 1 inside the
And
keep.
cool.
Because I always
So
feel like that's
that's
not a great
in
idea,
camp.
but sometimes it works
I
out
will
fine,
not
and sometimes I feel like it's just like
decamp.
a huge misstep.
It's rough because if you think violence is
Ooh.
coming, you'd rather keep your extra wood you're getting than lose
Yeah,
it.
I guess in a 5-player game, it's probably like,
I will discard
yeah,
these
let's keep
to
this safe.
recruit.
Right.
Especially with so many militant factions in this game.
But I probably still wouldn't. I'd probably try to find some safer outside the keep
Guys,
slot,
here.
but it is a consideration.
Hmm.
I'm also trying to see who's actually playing each of these since we got Arsenic in first place. Okay. Arsenic,
Actually,
Nico, Humberto.
I'll
Got it,
recruit over here. And
Look at
It's so
that.
fun being able to recognize all the players.
Not crafting.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like so rarely do you get a recruit turn 1 on Badgers. I was actually kind of counting on them not.
Yeah, it is
I wonder if
interesting.
the other players were as well.
I assume that they're reacting to the presence of cats everywhere, They do have a great clearing distribution, though, Just
I'm not crafting. Actively
for
crafting.
recovering.
I will move 2 guys
Yeah,
here.
that is problematic.
And I will then battle I'll battle this guy here. No. I'll battle here.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Any ambush?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay,
1,
nice.
0,
Clean.
and I'll build
Easy.
these.
Good rolls.
Nisa.
Oh, you're
3,
clear.
and then
Gonna be able to yoink
will
it turn 1 too.
Oh, man.
That is just gross.
recover that straight to my board, and that's 3 points. Then I will leave off the land. Don't eat any of my badgers, and then gather retinue. I'll do this.
Yeah, Glandor, it is a good card. The problem
Wait.
is you have to build
just
up
think
for
real
the
quick.
lizards. So you can't really count on it. And all of the daylight cards, you kind of have to play this risk reward game, because if they get spoiled, you just lose it, because spoiled is instant. So usually I've seen them popped for 3 or maybe 4, unless you're really, really keeping
Like that for now, and then
keeping track of all of the spoils in the deck. You can do a little bit of card counting and figuring out,
and that's
what's
it.
in the
I'll draw
retinue,
3
what's in
cards.
the lost souls, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and then go, okay, it's safe for me to hold on to this for another 2 turns.
The Dusk card is interesting because the Dusk one's interesting because you kind of don't get like an immediate reward out of it as
I will
much.
gather my funds.
Trading 1 card for 1 card.
I'm gonna start by drawing.
If
a
you
couple
use it just turn 1,
cards,
yeah.
see how
Right,
we
right.
go.
But I suppose you could have a 6-card hand using it turn 1, so
That's fun.
there is still something.
Um,
Oh, I didn't notice the cat's bot turn 1. That's something we talked over. It's nice for otters.
look at that. More good stuff for the warlord.
Oh, and that retinue. Bird, fox.
Ooh.
Really relying on being able to recover right where you are, which, I don't know. Hopefully that happens.
Yeah, I mean, the weirdness of this map is that the
Points,
forest,
I think.
that 4-11-9-2 forest really kind of cut them off. So they're probably going to have to go underground at some point. But I guess they should be able to go from 5 down in and grab some. You know, they're certainly not going down through 12.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'll draw one more card.
we're just drawing cards as otters. Yeah, I don't know what else we do. We can't really. I know the stingy otter strat is to, like, you know, not
That's
trade post turn
interesting.
1.
So
But
Yeah.
does that work like even if you don't do the battles, you still have to discard a card at the end of the evening, I'm guessing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like a war tax basically.
Yep.
So I think
Cool.
you get taxed the turn you craft it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
For
I'm gonna make a trade post.
okay, we are
Those two
making a trade
guys.
post.
For deck questions, I'll intervene. I know for
here.
rules questions, as far as the actual gameplay, we'll wait for them to call on us. But I feel
And I'll score 2
like
points.
for actual questions about the deck, I feel free. I
And-
feel obligated to hop in as the creator. Like, no, don't do that.
Okay. I mean, I suppose, you know, that's
Yeah.
fine. I don't know if I'll
Yeah.
ever do that. Maybe, I guess. But
While I'm here as well.
right.
Sounded like they had it under control anyway. But
Yeah. No one's misinterpreted cards as far as I've seen.
Because I didn't do that.
Which is good.
I'm gonna. Three lizards is a hefty price, but I think it's worth it because this card's funny. So I'm gonna buy Dusk Awakenings.
I mean, that might be. I have seen a
Alrighty.
couple games where people get kind of
Okay,
overexcited by
so
some of the cards,
we
and they overbuy
discard lost souls,
real,
perform
real
conspiracies.
soon, and all of a sudden otters
We're not gonna
become
perform any
invisible.
conspiracies.
2,
Cool.
3
Yeah, there's no need to.
2
Alrighty,
free buy
so
in the first couple turns.
time to
are
do some
rough.
schmooves. We are going to reveal public relations to put down a mouse garden.
Is a public relations too.
We are going to spend the root T to gain 2 points. And we are going to reveal Dusk Awakening to, put down a little Lizzie right here.
Okay, interesting.
And then, we'll reveal Rabbit Guard to put down a Lizzie right here
Maybe
too.
he's hoping that he can sanctify that.
Man, I would go for
Actually, might
8
be
because I feel like the
less than
otters
that.
would leave at some point.
Yeah, I'll just put them up here.
Okay.
Good
There we
friendly
go.
otters.
Yeah. Yeah, otters aren't going to stay
They'll
there
probably
forever.
move soon anyways. All right.
And fighting cats seems like
So
a
I'm gonna
losing battle.
return all these cards to my hand, but I am gonna craft public,
Oh, lovely,
Oh, man,
lovely.
this is
which is
lovely,
a card.
lovely.
I'll be nice to the people that don't know what the card is. It basically says that in evening, when I'm discarding cards from my hand, I can set one of them aside face down, and at the end of evening, I add that card back to my hand. We can worry about the implications of such a card later. But for now, I'll draw 2 cards and pass
The
my turn.
implications are large, especially turn 1, and it's not turn offable. People who have
Okay.
watched a lot of Design and Progress
So I
will know
will
about
not
the
raise.
Lizard Gold
Then I will
Plus,
recruit
which
Wait,
has
wait,
this
wait, you don't wanna
ability
buy this
for
root
of
tea
these
here?
guys.
garden, but
Right.
having it always
mean, you
on
need
is
that
gonna
root
be
tea.
No,
real
it's really
big.
expensive.
You don't want
If
to give
it-
the otters 6 funds?
If it was 2, I was going to buy.
Yeah, I don't think that they can buy
No.
now for sure.
I will put these 2 here.
Yeah, but I couldn't give you the best item in the game for just
I-
2 for you. Best item for you.
Okay. What
Can I
does
do
Lord
that
of
right
the
now, or-
Hundreds do?
No, you cannot.
I think if I were Lord of the Hundreds, I
Yeah, so
might.
I will not take it. If you were living in
maybe
that
go
two, I
for
was going to
10,
buy it, but you changed the
but-
price. So
He's a greedy otter.
then I will
mean-
not annoy. Then
I don't know if I would
I
go for
will
turn
choose
1
another mood.
because it's likely that cat is not going to reinforce that for a turn or 2, at least, if ever.
I
So,
mean, they did
could-
build in a spot they already were in. And so I wouldn't be surprised if they built a recruiter
Yeah.
in 10 next turn and then recruited.
Yeah, but at that point,
I
like,
will
you
craft
get
this
2
card,
points for only having to deal with 1 more warrior. You can
and I
definitely
will
do
not
that as
win the
rats.
point.
I'd maybe just go for like, if he can, go for 6 and almost
You
just
want
go for
the
6 and
boost?
7s for this turn.
Yeah, sorry, it was a
If he has,
mistake.
but it looks
you're
like he
fine.
may not have
No worries.
craftable. Oh, he does.
He does. We got a boot.
Boot, yeah. Which means he might be able. He could.
Okay,
He could do
and
a.
then
Looks like we're doing a grandiose turn as
where I
well.
leave this
So
one,
Yep.
the,
could
this guy.
advance and then move and then build.
Okay,
Thank you,
If,
Dragon
if he
Guard.
wanted to get thin himself out.
Done your service well.
and then
yeah,
Kinda
maybe
takes it
just
and
going to
sets the wall.
6. 6 might be a better little venture.
Just go to 6 and clear out.
I will
Clear out 3 and 6 with his extra attack.
Yeah.
advance the warlord here.
That probably makes
Wait.
more sense. I was trying to be greedy.
One more.
Are you grandiose right now?
Pardon?
Yeah, he's
we
grandiose.
chose grandiose. It just looks to me like you're searching the deck, which is weird.
Oh,
I think it's just
That is
bugs.
weird. I see that as well.
And then I can fight.
It's interesting only taking that. If he takes a hit here,
I
I'd
will
be
fight
tempted
that
as
cat
cats
over
to just
there
bonk in
in
and
the
kill him.
where I move with the warlord.
yep. No ambush.
Oh, you should use the battle mat, by the way.
Or
You just press
which
here.
one?
If you
Just
just
press
click on
here
it.
in.
Oh wait,
you
they
press
don't hear
here.
me.
Yeah, you just left
Lord
click.
in heaven.
There you go.
I'm so used to doing design in progress.
You're trying to talk to the to the
Right,
players.
trying to like, no, let me explain to you how to do this. No.
Yeah, it's a bit
Yeah.
trippy commentating
You
for
did-
sure.
You did lose a rat from that, by the way.
Yeah, losing a dude there hurts a lot.
Yep.
I wonder if he's going to use one of his commands to bring another dude there.
Yeah,
And then
I mean,
will
I don't know if
fight
anyone
here
punishes
also,
him for
or
not doing
do you
it,
have an
but
ambush?
I mean, if I was
Nope.
Badgers, I would. You're right next to him.
Okay.
that's
and,
fair.
And Warlord is going to be your major competitor
Alright.
for fighting this game. Taking him off the map into
And I
sounds good to
will
me.
spend this card to make another stronghold there.
I've just seen a lot of non-aggressive games recently. I think
Mm-hmm.
I
people are
myself
playing
would
insane.
too, but yeah.
Oh god, service of the...
And then
I gotta get myself a
MC
service card.
Yeah, I want one of them.
Discarding the service card.
and
I'm excited
I
to go back
will
and
win
watch
1
that one
point.
game that you said some services went off on.
And then I take only
Yeah.
1 card.
We almost had all 3 of them go off, but
Wait, what? Why someone grab a card from my hand?
I think rats might have accidentally did that. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know. What happened? That was weird.
oh man, hate that little glitch
Did you try to
that
steal a card
happens.
for some
Okay.
effect that I missed?
No. Do we
I-
want to step in
I've
and
seen
explain?
issues before
Like,
where
okay.
when
Yeah,
you're playing
oh, well, I
TTS
guess
and
they're
you have
saying
a
it.
really high ping.
Hmm.
Sometimes when you go to like grab a card from the deck, your
Hmm.
game lags and thinks your cursor is like over someone else's deck.
Okay. I know.
should just
Spending
make sure that
2
that
wood.
card goes back to Nico.
For a recruiter.
Yeah, which one's Nico? Is that the Badgers?
Mhm.
They seem to have the right number of. Do they have the right number of cards in
Points.
hand? Yeah, they recruited with 1, put 2 in their retinue, drew 3. So
Okay.
seems to match.
Recruit.
Looks like what you were saying is coming to pass.
Yep.
I feels I don't know what we'll be doing that here. You certainly can't. I wouldn't move and build in 1. I guess can't build an 8. I guess really, yeah. Building his 10 is really their only option at this point.
It's a very full board.
Is yeah. When you get 3 militant factions plus
And then we'll
lizards, it
march.
gets real full real fast. I wonder if Arsenic is muted because he seems to be taking his entire turn silently.
Mm. Must be. Well, it doesn't look like it in Discord, but maybe their like personal mic has a mute button.
Could be. I might have. It's so tough with cats being that close to rats, especially with rats having built. I mean,
Okay,
they
cats are
are-
arsenic. Okay.
So that was 1 March?
Yeah, it is
That
rough.
was 1 March. Yep. So I recruited. Well, I built a recruiter. I marched.
Are you gonna leave your keep unprotected? It's tempting.
ooh, that seems.
That sounds like a threat.
Yeah.
I mean, 2
Maybe.
is not undefended,
Mind games
especially if he has a
failed.
hand
The mind games
full of
failed.
mouse cards.
Right.
A little
Do you think
risky
it
if
was
they,
mind
if they roll
games?
a 3.
We never know with you, Nico. I'm gonna be honest, man. We never know with you.
I mean, I'm just trying to be a good guy.
Oh, Glandor, you're saying that the cat's defending 10 like that might make
Maybe
rats go
we'll do
after
that
keepers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if I'm rats though, I can go after the keepers who have 3 guys and 1,
And
or I can go
then
after the cats and 10 who have 3 guys and 2 points. With
That's a
this
good
many
point.
people on the map, you're gonna be starved for oppress points, so you got to get
Yeah, I
every
guess we'll
cardboard
just end
point
it
you
there.
can. I just go all in
okay,
on 10.
I'll draw my 2 cards.
Yeah, I would say that,
Start
like,
down.
as rats, I would love to, like, take over those 4 clearings just for completion
Right.
purposes.
And if he's got the 2 commands, so he could basically move attack with his forces.
Yeah.
So my turn.
I don't know quite enough
yeah, I
about
mean,
Rafa though to
If you
know
don't mind
how
me waiting to
how he
discard,
tends to
otherwise
play.
I'll.
No, no, for sure. I
Yeah.
didn't realize you were doing that. It's also added
Okay.
information for me, so it might change what I do, right?
Yep.
I mean, that's certainly true.
Hey.
Just keep feeding the otters and have the otters take care of the badgers. That won't backfire at
Cool.
all.
For some reason,
Yeah, it's
my
looking like a
design
great
doesn't
Otters
work
game,
well. I don't know
honestly.
if it's, trying to, but
Yeah, I think
unsuccessful.
the insurgents are actually going to be silent
First
silent
big
but deadly
decision:
on
do
this game.
I encounter?
Like a unsuspecting fart.
And
Yes.
Yep,
answer
just
is
lurking underneath.
probably.
Okay, let's
The
see.
impact of public relations is not to be ignored, and otters having that many funds on turn 2 it also cannot be ignored. With quite a few craftables actually in their hand already. They've got what tea and coins and a crossbow.
Oh
If
yeah,
people
that's
just,
loaded.
like, right, if people just try and starve them out, they're like, great, I craft all of these for 6 points. That's half of the points they need, right? They need 12.
Yeah, they need 12.
It's like, great, don't buy from me. Awesome.
Ellenkamp.
I mean, no one builds all their trade posts, but at least 12.
I've seen a couple games, but
Right, I've seen a couple
not
as
typical.
well.
Okay, then do I decamp? No. Do I recruit? Yes.
Okay, cool. We've got our third way
Four.
station out to get that card draw up. I like it.
So I'll
Mhm.
put 2 guys here.
And he did go for all 3 separate relic types on those
Hmm.
way stations, so he's gonna have maximum versatility on actually grabbing things.
Yeah.
As long as he can keep, he could basically throw Fox into
Okay, so recruiting done.
into recover and just
Craft.
go across the
will
whole map and then fall back.
Craft.
I mean, that jewelry station's a little far away from most of the jewelry. Oh, what do we got here? We got off trail. Okay.
Ooh,
And
That'll be
that
fun.
will actually provide him some good. If he needs to go and
That
police
is
the
a
lizards, he
powerful
can do
card for
that
them.
really
Oh
easily.
my god.
Yeah.
If he needs
Especially
to
on this
pop
map.
over to 11 to start grabbing all
I'll
of
move
that
here.
stuff, he can do that. It's gonna be a good grab for him.
then first action.
I assume we're going to be delving in 1 with the Fox card and recovering that jewelry. But then are we just battling away these cats?
Might as well.
First action, I'm gonna delve with my Fox card here, including number 2.
Really? Oh, okay. I guess that. Well, I mean, you've got 2 in
And
there,
it's a
so it
1,
was
so I don't lose the card.
much less of a risk for that Fox.
And
But
second action,
Right, he's still got 2, right? So he could do 9 and
I'm
1.
gonna attack the cats here. Do you have an ambush?
only 1 recover card, though, so.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, the one. I mean, he was maybe
3-1.
betting that one of them
Bro.
was going to be a 1.
And so you keep the 1, sort of a thing.
Keep the 1.
Do
Yeah,
I
keep the 1.
delve?
Recover
That's
the
the
non-1.
question.
Make sure you take off 8 Badger from the battle.
Yeah, I don't know if I would recover here, because you're just asking for someone to come and bonk you.
Well, if you don't recover, then the otters probably just come and beat you up and get 3 points out of it, though.
Mm. Well, that's why I wouldn't recover from the not recover. I wouldn't delve here.
Oh, I see. I see.
Humberto, will you sell me the card cheaper or no?
The T?
Yeah? Or what else do you have?
Maybe.
Or the
no.
bake sale? I buy it for 2, not more.
He's not going to sell his coins for 2. What are you talking about?
He's trying.
Okay, I'm not gonna delve.
Drives a tough
I'm
bargain.
not gonna do any more actions with my second column. I'm gonna move on to a third.
Interesting.
I'm gonna recover this
Just
for
going the
un punto,
slow and steady.
plus 1 from the building, so that's 5 points total for me.
Mm.
And leave off the land. There's no living needed. And
No living needed.
gather retinue.
Okay, what are we going to put in here? I'm hoping some more in
Feel that this is
recover.
gonna be useful,
Get us some more flexibility.
but
Yeah, it's interesting he went so deep into battle turn 1 and then ended up not using it.
Right, right.
why not?
If we had another in
Move.
recover. I don't know.
Interestingly
Yeah.
enough.
Putting a mouse in move.
So what
That
else?
is.
Leave of the land, gather retinue, draw 4 cards.
Sounds
Was
like a
that
good
signal
strategy.
going through the keep? Going
And
to 6?
We're going to 6, I guess? Question
yeah,
mark?
that's it.
I mean, I would like. It's interesting that it's not like in a in the attack column, in the battle column, but
All right.
that's
That's
interesting.
an interesting move, and not adding anything else.
Yeah.
Although I guess he crafted and recruited, so he had nothing else to add.
I'm excited to see Off Trail do some work because it basically turns one move into several, so that's nice. And that can be for recover or for
Right.
move.
Gives him quite a bit of flexibility moving around the top of the mountain.
Okay.
Let's see what these river folk do.
I mean, probably craft those coins, right? Or maybe military supplies.
Looks like Nico's asking a question.
Oh, Nico is.
First, I gather my funds.
Looks like they might be answering. Okay, looks like they got it. Great.
Okay, cool.
Yo, Humberto, can I make a somewhat humble request?
Okay.
You know how you said like at the beginning of the game, if you got like fed some funds, you'd use that to police the badgers. They're not rats.
Yeah.
Think you could go attack one, get a point while you're there?
Or rats? What?
Yeah, I'm thinking about where where hitting badgers would hurt the most. Because attacking one doesn't really hurt them that much at all.
It doesn't
True.
hurt us because we are not attached to our land. We just go through the map,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess 5 would hurt them the most, but I don't know if that's a lot to chew through for you this early on.
Yeah. It is.
There's no small request for an overfed otter.
I am not really
What
overfed.
do you mean?
I'm
These otters are
I have
starving, man.
3 surplus. And they already spent 2 funds.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, I think their only hope is to try and press him into doing some policing. I
That's probably
but
true.
but I think he is overfed. He's doing a good job of shading that he is.
I think if I were Otters, I might just recruit one and mosey on down to 11 and trade post and craft me some coins.
I
But
can get rid of these and I won't be mad.
it's because I
Yeah,
can't.
you have
I
to
can't
do
help
that.
crafting
No.
coins. So
I'll
Yeah.
be neutral about it.
I'll be neutral.
I mean, is it? Yeah, I guess going 11 is the best way to do it. I was gonna say, is there any reason that you could go all the way down to 3? But that's just asking for trouble.
yeah, it's the
And
same amount of presence you would need either way, and you would just kind of you'd be asking for trouble or you'd be taking the rats out of the game, which neither are good options.
Yeah.
All right. Here's what I think I'm gonna do. Well, maybe that's not a great idea either. Damn, I feel very stuck up here. Probably wasn't the best place to start. I think I'm just gonna go hit badgers. Whatever. Let's just do it.
Okay. I mean, cardboard points are important, so this also makes sense.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. If you trade post there, he can always build that crossbow or craft that crossbow.
So I'm going to move.
And maybe he's hoping that someone takes
these
out the trade
guys
post on 8.
over here.
Oh, we're going for the big clearing of badgers.
Yeah, that's what I would do too,
And
honestly.
I'm about to get ambushed, but that's okay. I will battle the badgers. Show me that ambush.
Hey.
Oh, they must have. Did they buy that ambush? Is that why he was so certain?
It could be we might have missed that. No, he didn't buy it because we'd have
Oh, that's
badgers.
not
In
what
the
I
Oh,
said.
you're right. You're
I
right.
mean, he's
Cat
just
bought a card
Alright,
earlier.
let's get
Semi-prescient.
ambushed again.
No way.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Alright, roll.
Gave me a heart attack.
Hey, that's a good
Ooh,
roll.
that's
though.
Oh,
good.
that's
There you go.
perfect.
Point for that.
Sad badgers.
Worked out
Badgers moment.
reasonably
Yes,
well.
Happy table.
Sad badger noises, but
Happy
very
table,
happy
sad
otter
badger.
noises.
Hmm. What now do the otters do? Guess they could continue their spree, clean up some more badger stuff, but that feels like that doesn't feel right, probably.
Alright, I will
It's a good question.
draw a card. Is there anything that I can... Alright, yeah, I'll draw a card.
What are we drawing?
No,
More
let's
military
roll out.
supplies.
I think the deck is
And
telling you
then-
something.
Yeah. I will move up here. And I will battle again. Any ambush?
Oh, okay. We are going on
Ambush, and I appreciate the
Wow.
on
battle
a
there.
badger bashing tour.
Just bonking around the Christmas
Okay.
tree.
1-1.
I have to assume it's because of the cardboard more than anything, or maybe
Well, I
trying
would
to
say-
like build social credit with the
I mean,
table.
I'd say the cardboard
that's a
combined
crazy-
with the suit distribution. Like,
Alright.
I personally, if I was in this game, I'd be scared of badgers right now too, with these 4 and having off trails,
Hmm.
just being like.
Sure,
And
sure.
then,
If I remember
like,
correctly, Humberto has played
Otters
with
did a
this
real
deck once or
solid job.
twice,
Placing the
Oh,
badgers,
cool.
wouldn't you agree?
so I think he might
I
know
used my
the
entire turn to
the power of
release
off
them,
trails.
actually.
Yeah, you know, and otters, you know, took a couple of hits there. You know, lost quite a bit of funds. I think you know it deserved to be a little rewarded for this
Wonder if
great
he goes for
service they
military
did to the
supplies.
table.
No,
If
it-
anyone has any objections to
crossbow.
that,
I guess he wanted to
I
score,
would-
maybe.
I do have some.
Possible.
I think
I almost would have gone for the military
I
supplies
think
for the
others are
lulls
on a
of
winning
them
position, but
canceling each other
go
out,
ahead.
because the
It's
card you
fine.
lose
I've
from
only got
military
2 dudes
supplies
on the
cancels
map.
out the card that you gain from
That's
public
fair.
relations.
All right. Anyways, we got.
The net positive is you get a free
So I think what we're gonna do
attack,
is
free double
we are
attack
going to
at the start of
spend
every turn.
this
Oh, that
crossbow
is
that I
interesting.
just bought to score 2 points. All right. Cool.
Which for lizards can
Then
be
what
quite
we are
good.
going to do is we are going to reveal Dusk Awakening and Smuggler's Trail
Mm.
to put down 2 gardens.
Okay,
Interesting to
that's
see what he ends up crafting this
cool.
turn, if anything.
I am going to
yeah. He could craft Dusk Awakening. Probably will.
I probably would. He's
a
going to be
visit to
drawing
friends
3 cards, and he's got
to
4
put
cards in
a
his hand.
lizard.
So he's going to have to discard a card anyway,
Oops.
unless he scores.
Oh,
I
what
clicked
happened?
spread. I clicked spread instead of search on the discard, but
Oh,
no.
okay.
cards were dismissed. I just put them back.
Good old TTS. So many fun
We'll put a
features.
guy. We'll put a lizard right here, 3 with the rats. You know, gotta police the rats too a little bit.
Mm,
And
Very
then
smart.
I will discard Rabbit Guard to score 2 points.
I just got
These
a hand
cards
just-
will all come back into my hand.
just chock full of rabbits.
And
How did lizards get this
I
many
will
points?
craft- Let's see, how many cards am I getting? I'm getting
Is it?
3 cards. Okay.
Is this
I'm gonna
round
craft
3?
Dusk Awakening
This
too.
is round 3. He scored.
Cool.
This
Right.
game's just flying by.
That's legal
Where's it
because
round
that is
2?
mouse. All right, cool. Out to cast his mouse. Then I am going.
I thought it
to
was round 2, but
end
I
of
thought it was round 2
evening.
too.
Once in evening. Okay, so don't have
If
to
he,
do that.
if he scored this
end of
and then
evening.
scored
So
both of these.
first I will
but he
take up
hasn't-
3
he's-
cards.
Yeah, maybe
Then
that's what
I
happened.
will activate Dusk Awakening, and
Missed something.
who do I want to pick off the map?
It's not off the map.
It
It's
is your
from
own
your
warriors.
supply.
We have had that clarified.
It's your,
Yeah.
but it says all
Warriors from your supply, that we said.
Yeah, you must play the
Dude.
warrior from your supply.
Okay.
Oh, so
good.
it's a warrior from my supply.
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, that's less funny, but I guess
That brings up, the whole original lizard sacrifice
All right.
mechanic,
Right,
then I
right.
will advance to the-
No longer from the map, friends. From your supply.
From the supply.
Okay. So
Oh no! Oh no!
No, please don't do this.
Rats, no!
What are they getting?
God.
What
Yeah,
will?
look
Oh
You're
my
getting, like,
god.
coins?
Buying
Dude, doing it for
coins?
coins? No.
Because he can craft it
Oh
right
my
now.
goodness. No.
I think I would have gone with
I told
military
you.
supplies as
I told you
warlord.
guys,
Yeah, me
You
too.
shouldn't do that.
It's
Why not?
ridiculously
I
strong
didn't
as
think this
warlord.
would
because
happen.
you're gonna
I didn't
win
think-
so easy.
This
You
is-
have to go rowdy.
This
every
is an
turn.
overfed otter.
Yeah, that's overfed otters.
I think even Humberto can agree with that.
It's not even going to give him an
Come on.
extra
No
action.
comment.
He's-
Yeah,
He takes away
exactly.
rowdy.
He's
I wonder if he
biased.
crafts it
Roberto
for
pleads the
points.
fifth.
Okay, so what can we do to
Yeah,
win?
I definitely disagree with this
Otter
move.
shell for the whole
But
game.
I think,
Mhm.
I
No,
think
guys,
Sometimes
look,
as
I'm gonna
rats,
give your funds back.
I'll
It's gonna-
craft
Yeah,
it as points.
and score 12 points off of it.
Because
It's
3
fine.
points is just a lot
It'll
for
be
rats.
fine.
that's
I,
true.
still,
Guys,
I,
I
want
think-
to
I
remind you, I
think-
still only have 2 dudes on the map. That means
Guys-
I have to either recruit with your guys or
guys,
not score at all.
I think we have to make a gentleman pact to not trade with
Yeah,
the
I mean, it
otters
is a
from
point
now
that
on.
Glender's
I
saying
understand
it
you have
does
to
take away
advocate
the
for
3
yourself,
points
Humberto,
on the
but
otters. So
You know it's as ugly as it looks.
I mean, as otters, I'd take that any day. Like 3 warriors for losing 3 points. That's fine with me.
And I think maybe cats can gain this terrain over here.
It's like
Yeah,
a
or
surplus of
backup.
3
Easy to
warriors
do that.
too.
right.
If I flee here, it's not in the best interest of cats and lizards because that's, I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
about,
want-
yeah, you get choked. Yeah, so maybe it's better for just cats to take it out then. But damn.
I mean, are cats really going to
Okay.
use one of their actions for that when you've
No.
got
Absolutely
better-
not.
one of their factions who've got tons
I'm
of
gonna
actions?
craft this one.
You're crafting points?
Yeah, Glandor, the lizards bought,
Yeah.
and now the rats
Not
have
even all the
bought.
points.
They bought the
Not even all the
coins,
points.
and now they're crafting it for the points. I think. No,
then-
they're taking it as a command item.
So, I mean, maybe he's sitting with a lot of command items in his hand,
I'll be right back.
and he just wanted to make sure that he hit 3.
Yeah, this is baffling from an outside perspective, but maybe they've got a plan.
by the way,
Yeah,
the
do you
otters
know
are
We'll
Rafa
move
plays
there,
quite
huh?
a bit in real life, so he might be dealing with his own meta that he's used to playing. Might be taking over.
Yeah.
Sure. Hmm.
I'm gonna use this card.
What card we using? What?
Make a stronghold here.
Oh, he's using night terrors to build a stronghold.
And then
Hmm.
I'm
I
very
will
pro
move my-
stronghold, but night terrors probably. I don't know. That
Yeah, I would
Warlord
not
here.
have bought, and just crafted night
And
terrors.
I will attack that lizard. Do you have an ambush?
I do not.
could be that Rafa doesn't have much experience with Dawn and Dusk, though. This could be part of it.
Yeah, that I'm not sure about. A deceptively strong card.
Whoa.
Oh,
oh,
Uh-oh.
Is that all of us?
yeah, I think it's everybody.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Server went down?
Yeah.
What just happened?
Server went down.
I guess I
for
was winning,
everybody.
so
Server went down for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, this is odd. Is my internet okay?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, so I guess the internet's fine.
Who's
So,
hosting?
all right, audience, hold on 1 second here.
Steam servers decided to shut us down.
Man, the otters got so overfed that they overloaded the server.
Okay, so I might be a little bit overfed, but have you guys looked at the crafted improvements some other factions have? And
What?
noticed how funny that is?
Are you what's called throwing shade, my man? Do you really want to square up to me?
I have
Barely
a feeling
never
that the
throw
other
shade.
people are throwing shade at me, but you know.
I mean, Lizard's crafted improvements are scary, but
They're
you have
terrifying. What lizards need to be good is one extra card at the end of the evening. Like
you
holding
have
on to the 6 cards
7
instead of 5.
surplus right now. You can deal with a little overfed lizards too, with 6,
Yeah.
7 surplus.
I'll do my best.
I know you will.
Oh, good. They can undo that.
Mhm.
That's good. No, they already bought the coins and also like battled me. So I don't know.
On it.
On it.
On it.
On it. Rafa, are you on it?
Raph's
My
on.
screen.
All
is
right,
again,
folks, don't
like,
know what
sucking.
happened there. Servers decided to turn against us, but we decided the universe wanted us to redo the whole rats crafting coins bit. So we'll see what the rats do from here. Take it away, everyone.
Yeah, we're waiting for rats.
Hey, you forgot to flip my cards. Everyone can see them.
Oh no. Well, did the rats already battle the lizard, so it's like too late?
No, he's not gonna
Yeah,
do it.
the rats battled the lizards.
All
There,
right.
so there's one less.
Look.
Yeah.
Carry that guy to my acolytes
We'll
box.
probably wait for Rafa.
They also haven't recruited or
Yeah,
moved
it's
up
3
here. And,
join.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep, we're just waiting for one of our players. Yeah, that was
Ref, are you here?
fun. I don't know why that happened, but
I'm back. What are they asking about for referee?
oh, what are they asking
Yes,
about?
I'm putting the server again. Give me a second.
I guess they're a little confused about where they should start from. But they're mostly just waiting for the rats player to get back.
Okay. I think they said waiting on Rafa, not waiting on referee. I misheard.
Okay.
Also, you're in white, Thuy, instead of spectator.
Ah,
You might be in Rafa's seat.
tis fixed.
There we go. And we're back.
Ooh.
Delightful.
But I missed some rats. No, here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to put two. You need to put two on the board from your supply, and then you need to move 2 from 3 to here, and then this guy over and then take one out there.
So it was like this. I put another one from here to here. And then what else I did? I forgot.
I think
You advanced the
built-
warlord, and I'm pretty sure you only had you advanced the warlord here and battled. And then you lost one. And you should
Yeah,
have
and I did
Oh yeah, you put a stronghold.
I
down.
did a
Yeah,
stronghold here, yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm glad they
With this
remembered
card.
that.
I
Right.
put one
Probably.
stronghold over here. Yeah. Here, and give me a second. And then okay, so
Did he roll a 1-0 in his clearing? Yeah, 2-0. Yeah.
yeah.
Badgers are gonna have a rough turn coming back from all that.
All right.
If I'm cats, I think I'd try and
grab my
spread
2
to
wood.
1.
Spread to 1?
Arsenic,
And
Oh, yeah.
Spread
Yes.
to 1 or spread to 9.
how are you doing?
Yeah, 1's looking
I'm
really
doing
accessible.
fine. How are you doing?
Doing well. I mean, I've had a bit of a rough time with others,
Some good 12.
but
You're
otherwise I'm
down
fine.
from 8.
I just wanted to tell
Consolidate
you,
some
would you
forces.
mind going here and take care of the others? And as with that, we take 1 turn peace treaty between the two of us.
Yeah, do Badgers work for them? That's a great idea.
I'll point you over to the side of the board. You're on my hit list.
Ooh.
So
Can
action
we
1.
can we change that? How can we change that?
Maybe. My ping is
Maybe.
going a little off. Sorry. We'll move 2 cats into here, 2 cats into here. We
That's
will
interesting, go
build
for 9.
a recruiter. for
Interesting.
Points. And then we will recruit.
I guess they're kind of it's a little bit passive policing of the Badgers because they can't drop a way station there now.
You can't
I can-
change it, Nico. You've already eliminated one of my buildings.
But that's it. Like you're gonna resend me for an
There
entire
is some
game?
wisdom to that because now
No, you'll
it's
just
going
have
to
to
take them a
find
whole
another
other
path.
turn for them to start building up their buildings again.
And then since
Yeah,
I'll be
I
discarding
like
card
this policing
anyways,
of the Badgers.
we will
Yeah, that's a nice little
send
sneaky
this
policing.
bird to take this trade post.
Okay.
Good point.
Think cats are happy about that. Otters are happy about that.
I will.
Well, I don't know how
draw
happy
my
they
2
are now that there's
cards
not
and
a
pass it enter.
not a coins for them to build.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. They are they are less happy.
I
Good
tried
point.
to
I mean, I do wonder if they
work
try
some
and
piece with
I
you,
mean
cats. I did try.
get military supplies, but they can do that with any
I
other trade
understand.
post also. So
Right.
And if you want to try to bludgeon yourself against me, go ahead. But I don't think that's the best path
especially
forward.
if no one's buying your cards anyway, you might as well throw them away for extra battles.
Yeah.
Okay, encamp, not encamping. Decamp, not decamping. Recruit. Hmm.
Yeah, I like that cat turn. That's good. Yeah, Badger's turn just got even harder since you said that it would already be hard.
Yeah, I already said it was going to be hard, and now it's even going to be way harder. I mean, this might be a good time for them to use their off trail to good effect. Shoot up to 1 or 5.
We can't. I mean,
move?
you mean from 2 with their
Oh
one
yeah, that's right.
Badger?
Because he doesn't even rule 9. That's right. Yep. My God.
Yeah.
This is a sticky situation.
Very sticky.
And another reason that I
I
wish that he
don't
had
think
thrown that
so,
fox
Glandor.
into move and recover.
Yeah, I don't think the cat pieces are blocking any
Nope. Yep, there's
clearings
just
there.
one slot there.
I guess you can press Alt on these things, can't you? And like see the actual map.
Okay. I think
Yep,
I'm gonna recruit
Just the two.
here.
Well, one forever clogged
Maybe
with a ruin, unless we get a
two
mop.
more, but I'm still thinking about it. I only have one move, but I can move.
Anyway, what I was saying is, I wish that he had put that that fox guard into move and recover.
Actually, I have
That
two
would have
moves.
given him a lot more flexibility rather than going whole hog on battle and delve.
Well, it's interesting because I feel like the fox guard in battle and delve, like, I mean, if the badgers inhabit the fox clearings for a while, then recovering is easier, but battling and delving is harder. But maybe you're right because they are being invaded by all the other factions. So maybe
Right.
maybe putting it in recover ends up being the big brain play. That would have given it
Right.
more utility.
Right. I feel like
And
I
discard another
always
two
want to
for
throw my
an
suited
extra
things into recover
recruit.
right off the bat, just to be like, okay, I know I'm gonna burn this probably. Although he probably won't with that many foxes.
Not gonna craft.
He is going craft heavy. Or what we're gonna see here.
Wait, what's going on?
He said he's
Did
gonna
he say
craft.
he's going to craft? Okay.
One fox, there's not much.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, what is in this deck for just one fox crafting piece?
Oh
Could be
shit! Yeah,
tricky
There's
claws.
a variety of numbers there. Okay.
So, cats, I'm seriously considering,
There might be two lizard
hit you.
wizards stacked.
but we need to work together.
Really?
Well, you're off my
Yeah,
hit list now.
see
and
if you can.
I know that what I did upset you probably.
Can you go into
but
God
you
mode?
upset me by taking out my recruiter. So
Because I'm thinking of going here,
I've never gone into God mode
Join.
before, and
Where?
gamer. I'm scared.
Here.
Can you choose? You choose the black color as opposed to
go
the gray
ahead.
color,
I don't want to.
I mean,
Okay.
or just choose any regular color.
if you want to, actually, you would be
Okay, it
doing
looks
me
like
a favor.
looks
by
like they're
hurting
figuring
yourself
it
if you
out.
did that. If you really want to start that eternal war, go ahead.
Hmm.
But I don't think. I mean, I think you can move here and then you can move on through. You've got two moves, right? So you can use
Yeah.
your off trail to move up here for
Yeah.
one, and then you can use your mouse move to move anywhere else.
Okay, I'll do that. And I hope we can work together for a long-lasting peace.
I hope so as well.
And at the same time, I do want to hit the others, but they are off my path.
Wait, no, you can get them
No,
on the
they're
off
not.
trail.
Yeah, but I don't gain anything there. I need to move to the other side of the map.
Hmm.
So I'll do one move here with my off trail, and then my mouse move, which I do have, right? And here.
Looks like he recanted
How-
that craft also.
But how are you moving through the keep if you don't mind?
Yeah.
And the keep is.
Yeah, you don't rule.
I
that
have
naked.
5.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I miscounted. I thought you had 6.
So cats lied to me.
I didn't lie to you. You lied to yourself.
Oh my god.
It's a tight game.
Wait,
so far,
Badgers, you
too.
can
Yeah.
you can move to. You can still get to 11. You just off trail
Yeah,
because 2 is adjacent to 11.
yeah, that's actually true. So I'll move here and then. So I can actually off trail here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. And then I still have
Beautiful.
a mouse move,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
but
but then it only has the
I
mouse
guess I'm
move.
not gonna use my mouse move.
You're getting there with
Alright.
one move. It's so
Right,
funny.
what are you complaining about? You got there with one move.
You're You're not the Yuri,
Yeah.
Nico. You don't have to use it.
I
You're-
guess I'll just go here.
Huh.
Is the goal to end up in 11?
No, the goal is to start moving to the other side of the map.
I mean, from
But
11, he can get
yeah.
quite a lot of things. I would be
Just that.
scared of him being 11. I mean, that's almost all of the other relics that are on the board. He gets good RNG.
Actually
He can
gonna-
basically win just sitting in 11.
Come here because
Yeah.
I think this is important. And
Go for the maybe slightly safer move.
do have one more move. Anyways, I'll stay there and try not to bother the cats too much. So I'll start with a
No, they were rowdy.
what?
I was answering the chat question. Carry on.
No, okay. So I finished my first column, and I'll move to the second column, and I'll attack with my red card to the others. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll the die, and that's 3-2. Okay, not too bad.
Not too good
And
either.
I'm actually gonna get. Sorry, I touched your little guys over there. Actually gonna go
Wait,
ahead
what
and
happened?
The Badgers attacked you and won.
yeah.
Oh, they attacked me. Okay, I totally missed that. Yeah, I don't have an ambush, so
Yeah.
Hmm. Otter's
I'm
officially off
actually
the
gonna
board.
go ahead and delve.
Yep.
one.
Off the board and doing just fine.
Was probably gonna die anyway, so
Yeah, the question is where
goodbye
they
to
come
my red
back.
card.
I would assume 5.
Probably don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
Then I can do a move.
They have plenty of other people's stuff to just start dropping trade
Probably
posts
gonna
if they need to.
stay.
If you move all of your guys from 1 to 5, that makes Otter's recruitment a lot harder.
I mean, they still can recruit it.
Yeah, but like they would need to recruit 4 to move out of there instead of recruiting
not
2.
if you move on the river.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not a big deal.
I wouldn't want to put my pieces on a river clearing
Cool.
just in
No.
case
And
the
so
otters get
that's
any
it
bright
in
ideas.
terms of
Right,
retinue.
especially when you just
I
wiped their last
am
2 guys
going
off the
to
map.
add
Yeah.
these to battle.
Okay, we got a mouse in battle. Interesting.
Mm,
We're not really set up to use that, but
I draw 2
I mean-
cards. I don't leave off the land.
I weep for the recover column, though.
Yeah, draw 2 cards, and that's it. Cool.
Fancy Zealing, what did you miss? You have missed some very well-fed otters.
Get my funds.
See these happy boys.
Lizards with the public relations, so they're
Oh,
gonna have an
yes.
extra card in their hand for most of this game.
Yep, lizards are gonna have an
They
extra
also-
card in hand, really, and they also
And
have
they
this
also-
card that's gonna give them more cards.
More card draw.
The otters are wiped off the board. But yeah, and then the badgers and cats in a slight forever war that may have been
I question the
negotiated.
wisdom- Yeah, I question the wisdom of storming the keep here, but it might be with that throwing that mouse into battle that's what they're going for. I mean, it's either that or 6. They're certainly not going for 7 or 4.
Right.
I mean, they're gonna have to probably get some stuff down in the Underdark eventually, so could just be that they're setting up to move to 5, then move to 6.
For otters right now, you could actually craft tea really safely. You could use 2 lizard funds to do a trade post in 4, which is not going to be easy to loot at all by the warlord.
All right.
You could craft
I'm
it.
just going to start drawing some cards.
Yeah, because he's not gonna be able to rule it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it just like puts a target on the lizards if they want to do it. It's a really safe craft right now. But yeah, we'll see what they do.
If Humberto sees that.
I mean, it's definitely milling the deck for something, probably for coins, you know.
Yep. Public relations also not a bad craft for the otters. Just having one more thing up for sale. Though
Yeah.
I highly doubt. I doubt that anyone else is buying from this otter for the rest of the game. Honestly.
Yeah, probably not.
If they
I'll be back in a
do,
sec.
they are fools.
Let me know if I need to use my ambush.
His real problem is going to be he only has 1 otter fund, so it's actually going to be pretty hard for him to build trade posts in clearings that he rules. He's going to have to kind of build them disparate and then kind of slowly move people together.
I mean, for me, I feel like you call on that river folk synergy here, you know. You use those lizard funds, get trade posts out. Lizards probably incentivized to buy from you again, you know, over other factions.
I mean, I doubt that they will if they're gonna get a I would say that they probably pop Dusk Awakening this next turn or the turn after. Just 2 extra cards for lizards is plenty. I don't know how greedy they go. And then
yeah, I haven't seen any spoil cards, so.
All right.
Yeah, so I'd be real personally as lizards. I'd be like, add 1 and pop it.
So
Pop it for 2. That gets my public relations
use
going
those
strong.
two trade posts.
And now I have 6 cards for the rest of the game.
Here.
And
Oh, okay. We're trade posting there. Yeah, I like my plan better, but
yeah, you did not see the magical Thuy play. I'm telling you, man, you're a good otter player.
2 trade posts.
I'm scared whenever Thuy picks otters.
Here.
Otters are so fun.
4 points.
Did you see what I named my channel points?
No, I didn't. I was so rushed.
Then I'm gonna recruit.
You should you go look at it and tell me what you think.
I don't even know where that is.
On the stream below the send a message.
Send a message. Riverfolk Company stock. Nice.
That's what we'll be gambling for the gamble today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we've set out 2 trade posts. We have 1 of each now. We're holding tight to those lizard ones.
Use this one to
Very interesting.
Crafting that tea.
What does that mean? Are we afraid of lizards like getting too big of an advantage by buying from us? Is that why we're holding on to so many lizard funds?
My guess is it's more he's passively policing lizards by being like, you're not getting these back for a while, which is wise. Because the really all you can do with those extra cards is recruit extra guys. So if he runs out of warriors to recruit, that extra card's going to go to waste more often than not. With the amount that he's bought.
Oh, look at that rabbit dominance card. Just staring the lizards in the face.
All right.
Don't do it.
So we're not gonna buy anything from otters. We gotta adjust the outcast. It's Fox.
Now, why would we recruit otters on the board if we're not going to use them? Just to mess with badgers a bit?
It's weird.
Mess with badgers a bit.
Well,
maybe setting up for next turn, making an even bigger ball, and start bopping people.
Alrighty, it's Fox.
I mean, I just hope it survives.
Yeah.
Not buying from otters. What I will do though is I am going to spend 2 acolytes to convert an otter.
Wait. Before you do that,
I'm listening.
you see I'm down to only 6 funds. I got a couple
Well,
guys on the board, but not that
That's
many.
real sad. That's real sad, man.
I'm not going to be making points for a while. So I understand that you're like hyper focused on me because of everyone buying stuff, but like I was already wiped off the board. I had to use everyone's funds to get back on. I recruited twice. I'm down to only 6 funds, which isn't an overfed Alders anymore. And I think that the board has bigger issues than me right now. So if this is getting you something you want, cool. But those 2 funds on an unhated outcast are probably better spent on something else, like waiting till I've hated or doing something more useful with them. It's not a huge deal for me. It's one guy, but I don't think it's that great for you, honestly.
That's
I'm-
valid.
I think
I'm
you
re-
have
I'm-
bigger worries right now, especially with the rats with 2 command, soon to have 2 prowess. I don't know.
The rats has 2 points.
You willingly are giving them 2 prowess.
Humberto,
Well,
I'm
yeah, there
very
was not
curious
much else
about
for me to
your.
do, to be fair.
I'm very curious about your definition of.
I was
speed.
off the board. I would have been policing like rats and badgers, but I got knocked off the board. And I'm still willing to do that, but if you convert my dudes, then I don't have the firepower to do that.
I mean, poor
Yeah.
guy, he's only winning by 3 points.
Yeah, right now, but like how many points am I making next turn? I've got like no like I
Honestly,
had a
I
burst,
tend to
it's
agree with
true.
Humberto
I got
here.
6
There's
points
not-
this turn, but
there's
because
not-
I had to trade post to be able to get back on the board.
Right,
I
you're
mean, I don't
using an
wanna, like,
unhated
metagame
box.
I usually
too
pick
hard.
trade posting this early. I don't think it's good for me.
I don't want
So
to
it
metagame.
looks like a lot of points here, but it's points that I could have saved up till later, and so they lost me actions for the rest of the game by doing that.
Well, anyways, Humberto, I don't want to metagame too hard, but I know if I'm in a position where someone does something to me that's a mild inconvenience, I just let it happen, especially if I'm winning. But if someone does something that like fucks with my game, then usually I try to table talk them out of it.
Oh no, it doesn't. I was just pointing out that this is not good for you. It's not that bad for me, and it's 2 of your 3 acolytes that you have. So it's.
I'll get more. Don't worry
I
about
want
it.
you to be in the game because I want you to be able to deal with like rats and cats if they get out of hand, badgers as well. Like I want you to be viable.
I think we
I
all
think
still deal
kind
with
of-
rats now.
It's great for you, but that's cool.
I'd be
Alright.
listening to Humberto right
Anyways,
now, but
we're going to reveal.
I don't think I
cards
personally would be.
to put 2
Mm.
guys here. Then what we are going to do is we are going to reveal a boot to put a lizard here with the rats.
I feel like I would have spread out
Little
those
friends.
lizards too.
I'm gonna discard
you're
this,
never gonna Get a double building
smuggler's thing
in
to score 2
foxes.
points.
Yeah, that is
I'm gonna cast the
curious.
Dawn
Putting a
Swap
bunch of
with
dudes all
Otters.
over the
No,
place just to
kidding.
mess with future
I
rat
reveal that to give
shenanigans.
myself an
Be like,
acolyte.
"Shh, you can't come over here. You're gonna have to fight me."
These cards will return to my hand. I'm going to activate. Oh wait, Dust Even's at the end of the evening. I'm going to. Oh boy, I have to draw 3 cards. That's sad. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna draw 3 cards.
See if he remembers
I'm
his
going to.
I think it's gonna happen correctly.
It's when discarding cards in my hand. I can't craft anything because the outcast is Fox.
These are both end of evening things. So he hasn't missed the
Let's see.
opportunity.
I am going
to
to.
Dusk Awakening.
What does this card say? Does it say face up or face down? May set it one side face down. Okay. So we're going to set a card face down because of public relations. Now I have 6 cards in my hand, so I have to discard one of them. I will discard. This should have been. Nope, that's good. Discard the dominance. And then I have 5 cards in my hand. I'm going to activate Dusk Awakenings, put a dude there, and then I will add this card back to my hand because of public relations and pass my turn.
Yet another reason I'd probably be popping Dusk Awakening is just to get those warriors back,
Rats,
since
it is all up to
so
you.
many are getting held on to.
That's true.
Okay, I will not
Otters.
raise. Then I will recruit 3 here.
Because his next
And
turn, he's going to be able to just like recruit 2 guys, and
1
then
here.
score maybe twice, and then he's going to have 2 cards just sitting in his hand that do nothing. It's
Yeah.
like, wait a second. Oh no.
And then
Unless he gets policed here, we'll see. Or Otters might
I will
spend.
choose a different
wouldn't
move.
count on it,
I
though.
will choose this one.
I do think we're gonna see some acolytes
And
Getting
then
at
I
it.
will craft these
Yeah.
2 items.
Yeah, rats are probably giving acolytes.
But I'm thinking if I want the points of the tea or
If you want points, I would take the points of the boot. You gotta get your
the
prowess
boot,
up.
I want it.
Yeah, but like prowess is more valuable than command. Like prowess gives you a move and a battle, but like command, like you have to split it. I mean, it's up to you, but like I would prioritize. I would definitely, if I was in your
I
position,
mean, I
would
don't know. I think taking the points kind of makes sense since he's gonna get a T from me anyway.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He can just loot you. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Honestly,
that.
I'd take them all into the
concept.
box. All into the horde.
Yeah, I love having multiple items so you can lavish
Right.
later. Like,
Right. Having 2T in there means you get anything else. And you know that crossbow was on the field and got bought. I don't
Right.
I think I will
remember if it
take
got
them like
spent.
this. Then
I'd have to go back and remember.
let me check these cards.
Yeah, just
And then I will battle here this lizard. Do you have an ambush?
and yeah. No, I mean no ambush. Go ahead and battle.
I really don't hate this rat
Okay.
play of just kind of sticking to the underground for the first half of the game.
Yeah.
It's gonna let him build
Was
up
that 3
quite a
or
bit of forces,
which clan
especially
is
if we
that?
build another
This
stronghold
is
here.
one.
1-0.
Cool.
Okay, and then I will also attack here the
Go ahead.
lizard. No ambush.
Someone's stubborn.
No ambush for
Interesting.
you.
So he is
Okay.
foregoing building. Interesting. I guess he did use almost all his cards on crafting.
Video
He has
took
one.
with him.
Could be that.
And then I will attack this cat over here.
No ambush.
Okay.
Ooh, 0-0.
Ooh,
Okay.
that hurts.
Cats
Okay.
got
and
the
then I
lizards
will
out of these 2 clearings, but not that cat.
advance the warlord.
Going to the advanced step. Okay,
We'll
we're
go
gonna
this
see
way.
a loot probably.
I'd assume so. It'd be foolish not to.
And I will attack this the post trade. Do you have
Go ahead,
ambush?
no ambush.
I don't need to roll, no? Or yes?
No.
You don't have to roll because it's undefended.
That is yours now.
And then I will move the warlord.
What? Okay, what's our mood here? It's stubborn? Okay.
Stubborn.
Why?
My guess is that last card in his hand is a fox.
Let me see one thing
He
before
wants to
I
build
move
next
another
turn.
one, or leave it like that.
I would if you're battling, I would move another.
Oh, you're
because
thinking
it's-
we're going for an insight?
No,
No,
I
I
mean,
will
he
leave it
might
like
be
that.
inciting. That's
And
a good
I
point.
will attack the others. Do you have
I'm
ambush?
so build
Wait,
centric when
really?
I come. Oh my
Yep.
gosh,
Are you
poor
sure?
Humberto. Are you sure?
Sure.
I mean, I kind of like this because rats
Because
did
he
buy and give them a
paid-
big
Why not?
advantage.
he
Like,
paid people.
I like
I'm
this.
in a weak position now, like actually in a weak position, and like there are people who are threats on this board.
Yeah,
Like you're seeing cats here.
Who
like,
is the
really
threat?
well established. Lizards really well established. Lizards have 2 clearings about
Lizards
to
are
get a third. Like,
scary.
I don't know. Like you can attack me, but I'll be out of this game, and then I won't be able to help you when other people get out of hand. But yeah.
No, I don't think I will
that's what
buy
you
you
wanna do.
again.
Sorry.
I think I will not buy you again, but let me see.
I mean, I'm not saying you should buy from me. I'm just saying, like, I'm in a weak position.
he's saying,
Hitting
"Don't
me for
attack
no
me."
points is not getting anything, and it's putting me out of the game, which isn't really useful to you right now.
Okay, I
Like,
will
everyone's
attack the
attacking
lizard.
you Because everyone went so far into like I'm a threat, whatever. I'm not a threat anymore.
You're
Like,
wait,
look at the
rats.
board.
You're attacking lizards.
I don't know if you should attack lizards either. You
shouldn't
just
attack
feed
lizards
them.
either.
So, are you asking for me for an ambush?
What?
No.
Humberto, he's
Why-
not attacking you.
why
Stop
I should not
talking.
attack
Because
him?
lizards use flashlights and still gets you nothing.
Listen, guys, I'm okay with being attacked. All right, like I'm okay.
And
with
what
it.
and what I do, I attack one cat. It doesn't make sense.
You don't have to attack.
Well,
Like,
I
you
don't
can
know.
choose just not to attack. It's up to but
I will attack. I will attack the first option. I will attack the others. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Do you have ambush?
Oh,
This is
no.
hilarious.
You're putting
Humberto
us both out of the game right now.
Humberto
talked him
was
back into attacking
It's
himself.
not working.
yeah.
We
It's
can
not working,
spawn
this.
another one.
it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, you can't tell people too much of what to do with their turn,
All
or
the
this
momentum
happens.
lost.
Oh no.
Oh, is the battle map broken?
Okay.
Is that why they did that?
Sometimes that happens on a reload. Yeah.
All that for one dollar.
Like it's just
Okay,
it's also
and then-
just it's really rough for both of us because now he's trapped himself here and I am also now like
I
down
mean,
to
he's
nothing, so
Humberto gets really
I will-
passionate
I will
whenever
tell-
he's targeted.
Really in a rough
He does.
spot.
He
is
does.
rats.
He's also a very good player, though. So
rats are in a rough spot.
It's
Rats have
true,
to
it's
command
true.
24
Yeah.
hours.
And 4 points.
Yeah, no
Say what
points.
you said.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
No
know if I
space
would
in the
say
board.
here actually,
I
because
don't
this
think
is
it's
giving
this is the way,
this is
but that's
giving
fine.
Lizard a
I'm going to
slot
just
fox
keep an eye
clearing.
out.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
I would.
I was thinking
Yeah,
it
you
gives
will only win
other
1
factions
point.
an incentive to
And
fight
I
and
take
get a
1 card.
cardboard point, but it is a stubborn warlord, so
And
Little
now
better.
I would
the
have brought the
cats go.
extra guy with me,
Okay.
saved that card, and built there
I
next
did
turn.
2 wood. I am going to.
Because who's gonna fight through that? The otters are just gonna nope out of there, especially now that they were
Really
attacked.
thinking about
Cats aren't gonna be able to
expansion.
attack through. And once that happens,
Yeah. I am
lizards
thinking
will
about
gleefully
expansion.
build twice there, if they can get rid of the mob.
And I see a few different paths, but I don't think I'm ready to take it yet. Nope, not ready.
That's 2 of the 3 service cards that have
So
been
we're gonna
played for Steve.
overwork. We're going to build.
Have we seen any of the tricky
2
cards been
points.
crafted yet this
And we will
this
recruit.
tournament?
yes. We saw a number of them crafted in the first few games, and I think maybe we saw it actually used once.
Mm. They don't get used very often when they are crafted. They're
Um,
usually just threat of activation. But
yeah,
then all of a sudden
that's
they
my
get used
turn.
and people are like, "How dare you!"
Things for me.
2 cards.
Wait, did you build?
I did. I built the sawmill here.
That makes you take
Oh.
it for wood.
Okay, so that's 2 wood.
I had the same question. I'm glad someone asked.
Wait,
We can get rid of.
Mm. Cat's actually looking pretty solid with
Yeah.
this setup.
Yeah, I'm loving watching this game evolve. The cats have every center clearing.
I'm deciding.
Depending on where these
Oh,
badgers
cards.
go,
Yeah.
You don't have
I
birds?
think that's a good, wise thing for them to attack and feed.
I had no birds at the start of my.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Bro. Wow.
Yeah, it is
The
rough.
sir, he has revealed
But
information.
he's gonna
I
need to attack
have.
in one of these clearings to start nabbing all these
Um,
relics.
Mm.
I want all of my cards. I guess I don't need this one anymore.
If you want all your cards, you gotta craft
Yeah,
public
that's-
relations.
Yeah. Just buy it from the
So
otters.
I'm in a tough spot.
Aren't we all?
Apparently, rats is not, according to the others. So listen to me, Arsenic.
Yeah.
I do know what I do not want to hit you. but like there's no room for me to do anything else. So
It's true. Cats are in
Did you
all
take
of the
out the
center
warrior for
clearings.
encamping here?
no, I did not.
Yep.
So
I mean, you could
I
probably
mean-
get through cats.
I
No,
feel
I-
like you actually are just hurting yourself trying
No.
to come through here.
The thing is, I'm trying to find a way. That's what I'm trying to do.
I mean, yeah, I agree. It's pretty crowded on this map, but I
Mhm.
really don't think this is your path. I mean,
Which-
you're welcome to try.
Well, it's
I
either
don't
that
think
or
it's
4
worth
and
your
8,
time.
which have gardens in them,
But
and
which
which
is
you
my path?
can't delve into.
That's the question.
This
I
one.
guess, yeah. 6 is like the easiest clearing
I'm-
to work from,
I
but
have like one move
I don't know.
the cats.
Yeah, I
have
think
one
he's
move
focusing
out of
maybe
a fox, and that's it.
unwisely focusing on
Unless
the
I go
upper
to a
side of
mouse,
the
which
mountain,
the only
but-
mouse is this one because
Yeah.
I cannot move out of this one.
It's not like the Underdark is much better for him, honestly.
So I am going to go through the steps first. So encamped, I encamped. Recruit, I'll recruit. So I'll put 2 warriors, TBD, where I'm thinking. So there are 2 options that I'm gonna lay out amicably.
Yeah, but if he has
I don't want to
even-
mess with your game either.
Even one
So
mouse in his
once
hand, it's
is-
gonna be real rough.
Once is
There's
I
only 2
try to
attacks
come
in there.
here and just
It's true, and he did have to
Hit you
discard
once.
down, and he discarded a rabbit card.
and try to gain.
So he probably has multiple mouse
Not trying
cards
to
in
destroy your
hand.
buildings and just trying
Right,
to
if he
get
has
rules
2,
so I
there's
can
no
delve.
way you're getting
That's
through.
one option.
And even with the 1,
The other option is doing
he's
the
only got the
same
2
here.
attacks, so you're not getting it this turn.
Again, not trying to destroy anything.
You're not ruling. I mean, maybe he rules if he recruits more. Did he pass through recruit?
I mean, I'd prefer not to ambush you.
I haven't seen. I don't think anything's happened except for encamping.
You had no fighters here.
Yeah,
I mean, so if like Humberto and I were talking in chat, like
it's like
Lizards and
maybe
I
they
are
might be
probably
planning to recruit with this
in the best
dominance
position
card.
right now.
Maybe.
But I think Lizards currently has the edge. I'm not sure what other people think as well. But
This was some great.
you can
table
take this path all the way to Lizards, and you have 3 battles in mouse clearings.
Yeah, I just always hate being a
Just
badger
gonna throw that
against
option up there as
lizards.
well.
Just being like,
What
well, I'm gonna
clearing
fight
was that?
3 times, and I'm not gonna get to death until the last
You
time.
can take this
Right.
using off trail.
If
all
you're
the way to this
lucky.
mouse clearing,
It hurts so much.
and you have 3 battles in Lizard.
I mean, if I was him, honestly, I'd take this turn off to recruit up and move back down to 2.
Yeah,
That gets you to the other side of the map.
And-
That's
and
closer
then
to like pretty much
move
all
up
of your
to 11
relics.
and,
I know,
and
but
try
it's
and
not
get everything
really
from there.
what I'm.
But do you really want
Blast
to
through
let
all the
me sit
cats
with
there.
8 acolytes on hated fox?
Yeah, you think 11's the way to go? I
I mean,
mean,
he
You
wouldn't
get
be if you
all
moved
of
there.
that's connected to all of those forests, all 3 of those forests. So it's like,
yeah, I think you're right. There's
Alternatively,
far
you
fewer
can also
cats,
use that
and
card
right,
to
it's far
go
fewer
to 11.
cats.
I know.
Yeah, see,
Yes,
that's what
yeah.
Humberto's saying.
I'm considering it.
I don't know, man. I think the cats.
Take the turn
engines
off, recruit
started
up.
and like
I probably actually would have.
just gotta consider that.
I mean, I still have that rabbit ambush that I bought from Otters at the
Placed
beginning
the
of the game, and
placed a tablet way station there, so I could have recovered up and. Up
I mean,
in
I don't
Wall
wanna
instead
lose
of
my
the
stuff.
jewelry, but
oh, did you hear that? Cat spot a rabbit
my engine
ambush from
is
Otter's
solid
turn
right
1.
now, but it's not like
Oh.
exploding. It's not 6 cards in hand Lizard.
I mean, I think 8 might be an okay choice to go for. It's only 2 battles, but there's 1 fewer lizard.
2 ambush gone.
I
guess
don't know.
could be.
I just need rule. That's the thing. I can. So what we can agree for now is maybe I come
think
here.
he's focusing
I hit
on
you
rule.
once. I gain rule.
Yeah, I don't think
Pégale a los gatos.
Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is Badger Topolis. I think
Right.
you just gotta take a little baby step this turn.
The other thing to consider, like, there is the mouse ambushes in the discard, right?
Yeah.
Do we know where any bird ambushes are?
No,
I
we
don't.
haven't seen any of the bird ambushes.
Nope.
So, I mean, it looks like there's a possibility, like, there's a certainty of getting ambushed by me, and there's a possibility of getting ambushed by lizards.
A certainty of getting ambushed by me.
Can we amicably say I'm gonna hit you once here and that's it?
Welcome, DJ Think.
That's it. I'm not gonna go for more. It's one.
Why wouldn't I use my ambush?
Because I'm not
See,
your
I would have
enemy.
just agreed to it and ambushed him.
I don't
anyway.
want you to be my enemy. I would like you to be my enemy.
Me
Yeah,
neither, but
sure. You can come
circumstances
attack me once there.
has put one in front of the other.
I don't know. If I was in your position, I would see this as the better option because you have the 3 battles. Like if odds are a 2-1 roll, like you're getting through this and you're
But it's
getting
not,
2 points.
It's not. It doesn't make sense with my game right now. I want to clear this out. I want to rule this clear, and I'm ruling this one, and I'm gonna wanna take my chances at getting that one, and then I'm gonna move out of your way. So I'm gonna try to do that, and I'm gonna recruit here. Hopefully, you understand that this is just an amicably small hit.
Not personal.
What?
Not personal to the cats.
Not personal at all.
But
And
if I lose 3 cats in this battle,
nobody's gonna come for your stuff.
are you sure?
I help you.
I mean, I'm sure that
Rats are like,
cannot
"The
because,
hell I'm
the
not."
Gardens are on the way.
I'm thinking lizards will probably try.
Well, the outcast is going to be
No.
Fox. There's no way I can reach it from there.
Yeah. I don't think. I mean, it's
Unless otters fuck with the outcast, like it's going to be Fox because the badgers are discarding a fox dom, which I'm just going to throw that in.
I
there.
mean, I'm thinking.
Oh,
the
DJ,
best I can do-
DJ Think, thank you so much for the 100 bits. That's awesome.
It's the best I can do without fuck your game.
Huzzah.
And so I'm gonna move here.
Okay, so we've got Badgers. They did recruit.
I mean, if I
They're
ambush
going
you,
over to 11.
there's no way that you can rule this clearing.
I know. I'm counting on you not ambushing me.
Oh, why are you counting on that?
Why are you counting?
I'm totally
count on
I'm
that.
most likely gonna ambush you, and you're
I
gonna
mean,
make that risk.
because you know what why I count on that, because if you ambush me, I'm not gonna care about your game for the rest of the game, and you're gonna gain an enemy.
Ooh.
And on the other hand, you can
love
save your ambush for a
Umberto.
potential second attack here when someone comes for your building. And that's my position. I don't want to hit you. I mean, you are literally in all the map, and
Almost.
I just want to rule these now, and then I'm gonna move off your way.
Give me.
And-
Okay.
Cool. So one move, and I'm gonna proceed to attack with a bird to the cats here. Ambush.
Give me a second.
Oh no.
I do like that the battle has been declared. I mean, how seriously should the cats take that sort of a threat, you know? That the Badgers will just
They
slam
have
into it.
Off trails crafted, so they can go directly from 2 to
Oh, yeah. Badgers have that clutch craft. You should see what the lizards have.
11.
We'll show you. We'll show you when we get to their turn.
This is a war game.
I just want to point out while the Los Gatos are considering an ambush, there's been some nefarious scheming going on in
Beautiful.
the chat. So
Yeah.
you guys are poor commentators. Poor Thuy has to not only commentate his opinions on the actual table talk, but the in chat table talk. I think that's very rude, and we should stop doing that. Especially stop saying ridiculous things like, "Hey, let's target the lizards in the chat." All right.
I'm gonna go.
I
Dusk
actually.
for like a minute because I want to think through this ambush before I actually do it or not.
Wow, this feels like a
Pretty bad.
life-changing moment for
He's
the
taking his
cats.
time. He's like,
See,
I
that
need
is
to
a
go take a
pro game to
smoke.
play.
I'll be back.
You guys want to make a bet on whether or not he's gonna ambush?
Oh, we could do a little
Ambush.
prediction of that. That could be fun.
Can we set that up real quick?
Yeah, we could.
Characters moving across the map and
Fiction.
establishing themselves here is really bad. For
Shoot.
everyone.
My bet is he does.
We will see.
Nico, if you pull this out,
Yeah, I can't risk it.
Ah, I didn't set it up fast enough. Dang it.
Okay.
That would have been fun.
With really good
So
rolls.
now a 3-0. Let's see.
Needs like a 2.
I guess
Oh
we
my
could set up
God.
another fun sort of
Now
prediction.
ambush, and now
Oh, 3-0. That is painful.
attack again.
Double ambush.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Cannot believe it.
So you both lose instead of being friends.
That is
That was
wild.
your decision.
No. It
I
was yours.
responded. I
He
responded
didn't- he
appropriately
field hospital
because
doesn't either.
that was too big of a risk for me.
Yeah.
It was you.
Wow.
It was you who brought the ambush. So, with that in
That's
mind,
rough.
for the rest of the game, I'm gonna not mind about your game. And
Ah.
what else can I do? Act with retinue.
Okay, stream audience. Silly gamble for you. Who wins? Who wins the forever war between cats and badgers? Who comes out on top?
So then craft. Not crafting. And
Sorry, I'm just trying to log into Twitch. I don't
Leave
know
of the
how I got
land.
logged out.
not leaving of land. I'm gonna gather retinue. I am going to place this here. And that's it.
Oh, that was my first time ever trying to set up a prediction. Probably didn't do it super
Draw 2
good.
cards.
Good practice, I guess.
All right, I get
Actually,
to-
I need one more card. Cool.
Weird.
I
Which is
get
saying
2
that I
for
don't exist as a
protectionism,
person.
get out there with funds.
Oh no.
I know I have a Twitch account.
And
Oh.
start by
I should have
drawing.
put a longer submission period. Oh, okay.
Don't know what this does.
Okay, we'll try this again. We'll try this again, folks.
That's interesting. I'll draw another card. Well, actually, whenever you would draw cards. So I can craft this and then just draw to the discard directly. That's nuts. Hold on, before I draw another card.
Yeah, it's a very good start for otters, because usually you have to give up your whole discard phase. Otters are just like, well, I just draw from the discard. Ain't no thing.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess you could do that, but you get to do it once.
Yeah, only once. Yeah.
All right, throwing up this silly prediction again.
What's the one from Exiles and Partisans? It's like that, where it's like
We'll judge it by who has the least amount of points at the end of the game.
performance.
Yeah.
Let's look at that.
Okay, let me see how this might change my turn.
Oh. Going to relog back into Twitch. There we go.
So it'll be one draw.
Are you gonna change the price of the cards, Humberto, or no?
I don't know. What do you want to buy?
The sword. or this one?
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Oh, because I haven't been logged in, I have 0 Otterbucks.
Oh no.
No.
Gotta have Riverfolk Company stock.
I personally think Badgers are going to lose it.
Yeah? Probably just because everyone gangs up on Badgers, or?
Yeah, everybody else is going to bonk Badgers, and Cats will slide by. Cats are really good at getting to like 24. Badgers either get like 15 or they win. Right.
Okay. We're gonna do our original plan.
I mean, if you're Rats Night right now, do you try and just... You can't bop through 4 because you're not going to rule, but do you try and bop up through 12? Is he going to have enough warriors to do that? And to snipe to snipe the 2 buildings? Because if he doesn't, Badgers are gonna. Like, I don't care what Neo
Right.
says. If there's 2 there left on his turn, I mean, we'll have to go through Cat's turns to get there, but Cats will definitely reinforce. I feel like you gotta. It's just gonna put him so out of position to do it.
Actually, I don't hate that. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do.
Could be that Humberto goes
We're
for
gonna
right now.
craft
So
this guy.
yeah.
Then we're gonna draw a card, which we will take from the discard.
Which card is he taking?
This
Ooh.
card.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Then I'm going to trade post with these 2 Lizzies here.
And now we're super happy that
Now the
rabbit trade
lizards
post got
are
destroyed.
Lizards are super happy.
Right.
Look at Arsenic and Old Mice
then-
using chat to table talk while this turn goes on too.
I've got
like,
my
okay,
screen in
now
full
look, you're
screen
done.
application.
Crap.
Like, I'm not seeing this chat.
Oh yeah, you don't have that. Yeah, the chat going on is some furious
4,
table
3
talk.
points.
Did you get your 2 points from the trade post?
I didn't. Thank you.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
And then I'll use this last one.
Remember turn 1 when I was like, they definitely overfed that otter.
To move.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna end this turn at 18? Or did he already give himself the points for crafting? Yeah, okay, he did. Okay. I was like, geez, that'd be bad.
And pray that the warlord doesn't keep hitting me. No, the warlord's definitely gonna keep hitting me. We'll let the lizards use
dude,
smack lights.
Definitely go up there. Make someone else. Make
Unless
the
they
Badgers
don't
come
want to take
punch
those
you.
cat
Yeah.
buildings. We'll see. All right. And that's it. Cool.
Yeah, that's it. I
Alright.
just get 5 points this turn.
Alright, so the outcast goes to Bunny, and I will discard all these cards. Cool. Those
Ooh,
dominances
the
are
outcast
very
goes to
helpful.
Bunny.
Okay.
He's gonna take those now.
Take what? The
Poor
otters?
cats.
Oh,
No,
those.
it's
Oh,
Bunny. He can just
That is
attack.
unfortunate.
you're right.
As long as he rolls a 1, he gets both of those.
Cool. So
Yeah,
the
exactly.
faction that went undrafted was the
Yeah,
Crows.
I don't
know.
see
You'll be sad to hear.
how if you go and take these cat buildings, I understand, but it's probably just an otter game at this point.
Yeah, but you
If
need
that
those
happens.
gone anyways to build
It's a
there.
what game?
Again.
Otter.
Dude, I have 3 guys on the map and I'm pretty trapped.
Anyways,
yeah, you're
I will
having a-
attack these cat buildings. You
Yeah,
have an
you're
ambush.
having such a rough time.
You got it. He
No
has to
ambush,
attack him.
All right,
Come
so I roll
on.
it.
There's
I just need a not zero. Okay, cool. Let's go. I get 2 points from that.
Lizzie's
I am
have
going
take
to
2 points.
use 2 more
Right.
acolytes to crusade up here
Yes.
and battle the otters.
Oh,
Battling the otters, though. I don't know if I would
Oh.
have battled.
I mean, these otters are looking real good. So I don't.
Yeah, but you're if it's
Aw.
a 3-2 or
Beautiful.
3-3. Yeah.
Well,
If it was a
the
3-2 or
effort that
3-3,
counted.
policing yourself.
Okay.
No bueno.
That is true. That is true.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
Maybe they're feeling
discard
strong with the Dusk
two
Awakening and the
cards
public
for 4
relations.
Yeah, they might be a little too. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
This is a
I
very
am
handy deck for
going
Chris.
to.
Yeah, Cole, your crafting yesterday as crows was awesome. It was so great.
I've heard tales of it already.
I'm gonna
The legendary
reveal,
Voltron crows.
I'm gonna
You gotta
dom
keep your eyes
swap
open.
this protection racket for a dominance card. I was very disappointed with that craft daughters. Then
Yeah,
what we're
that
gonna
would
do is
have been a clutch turn.
I will also dom swap for the bird dom.
Oh, nice.
I will reveal this to give myself an acolyte. I will reveal these 3 fox cards to put 1 warrior here and 2 warriors
I'm building.
just put everything here.
I mean, I put him there for sure
Hmm.
because
I'll put-
now that the
I'll-
insight is going to happen, all you needed to do is go Fox,
Put 2
and
warriors
you can
there.
because he's going to abandon that for sure.
It's
The
gonna
warlord's
be-
going to abandon that clearing.
like, that
is
rune's
my
gonna be
assumption
gone.
once he gets
Yeah,
it.
so
Yeah.
you have 2 slots there. Or a lot of acolytes.
Yeah, I'll
Also,
put a-
rats are gonna have to fight their way through you to get out of there.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really want. They have to do that anyways because no, they get 2. They recruit 2. They'll have 5, and then they can just move freely.
They can move back as well.
No, yeah, but they're not going to. They're fucking going places. Okay. Cool. Then I will take all these cards back to my hand. I will draw.
smart table,
I will
Cole.
use, at the end of evening.
Yes.
Once an evening. Okay. I will draw 3 cards.
We haven't seen any
We'll
spoils
put this
still.
one face down.
I would definitely be popping that
Fuck
Dusk
you.
Awakenings.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because lizards are looking in they're in a very good
I will
position.
discard this card.
Right, they're in a
Um,
very good position, and if they get bopped
Okay,
here,
cool.
having
And
those
then
extra
I will
cards.
place a warrior.
They're
Dusk
gonna have a
Awakening,
a 9-card
pass
hand
my
right now.
Hand and then pass my turn.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, he didn't pop it.
Would you rather
it's
have a
gonna get
9-card
spoiled.
hand or
Watch it
1
get spoiled this
point?
turn. For
Right.
sure.
Yeah, there's
I
no way
will
it
remove
survives.
this.
Oh, you can just press
Okay.
2 on it.
What did we
I
get?
mean,
There you
I
go, it's
guess you
back.
take the point and are happy with it, but oof. A
Yeah.
9-card hand would have been much better than a point. I would be shocked if it gets back to him.
I guess the only way it might not be
Okay,
is
now
if you don't
this
have much in
change.
your supply to do much with it. But if you would pop
Yeah,
your
I
Dusk
will-
Awakening, you'd get the lizards back. So
I will roll this.
Right.
okay.
I will put a mob here.
To get out of that ruin.
He rolled it with the dice.
Got a bag.
Oh, I didn't see the dice. Okay.
So we got a
That's not
4-command warlord.
Sorry, it's because I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how
four
to
warlord.
use this. With this
It's
one,
fine,
I should
you
roll
just
it
left
or what?
click on it, but the dice is
Okay.
random anyways if you press more on it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
That's pretty
I just
true.
didn't see the dice.
It's Rudy. Or
so
Rudy.
I
Sorry.
will recruit.
That's true, Rudy. All of a sudden, having 9 cards in your hand is going to
You
be.
guys here.
Everyone's going to go, whoa, 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 whoa.
Everyone destroy
Come on,
every
guys,
single
here.
lizard.
which might play right into Lizard's hand of being like, okay, great, now I've got like 12 acolytes. Do whatever the hell I want
Here.
in one suit.
And then
It's 2 there.
why 2?
Because your
Because you have
prowess is 2.
prowess.
The recruit says, recruit warriors equal to prowess at your warlord's clearing. And you, since your prowess is 2, you recruit 2 at your warlord.
This is fascinating.
thank
I
you.
wonder if
So I
Rafa didn't
will-
know that.
Change this mood.
Yeah, I mean, I know he plays a lot IRL,
And
so
then
unsure. Maybe he hasn't gotten the Marauder stuff yet, but I know he's made a lot of fan faction stuff
Oh yeah.
into real life objects.
I will
so.
not craft. And
Ooh,
then
wrathful.
I will fight here the cats in the number. I don't know the number.
Go ahead.
This one here. Do you have?
Number
Do you have
7.
ambush? 7.
Nope.
Thank you.
Yeah, they
Okay.
tried to fight that cat last round, got a
Mhm.
0-0. So okay, we killed it this time.
So
I wonder
3-0.
if they
I
stick
don't
around
know if I
5.
need
I don't
to
know.
attack here the cats in number 10, or go for the lizards in number 4.
Populate the lizards.
Did you discard something, Cat, for?
I'm deciding.
I almost would just go for Badgers. We get 3 points out of it.
Right.
Go
Can
for
they-
Badgers in
I
one,
will-
I
and
guess
then
they
stay.
can leave that clearing.
1.
So they
two
Yeah, they
roll
can
just
leave it, go
enough
up
and
to
they're
1, and then-
wrathful.
And then I
Right,
don't
and
know
on
what
to
to do
8.
with this 4.
With which?
I don't know if go to number 10 or number 4 and attack that one.
I
Mm,
think
he's not even considering it. Wow.
probably.
Even lizards are at.
Lizards are probably stronger right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think as the lizards player, I think you should attack the lizards.
Probably.
Cats, badgers, and cats and just internal warring.
So wait, I will not move these 2 before. I will wait these. I will only move these 4 to here, and I will attack the lizards. It will be my.
Wait, didn't you move and then you battled the cats?
Yeah.
No,
So you
I.
can't
No, he
Undo it.
battled first.
He battled
battled
first.
then moved.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Battle,
he battled first and
move,
then moved
move.
into
Yeah.
3 to 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have only battle and move to number 4. So I will battle the lizards. Do you have an
So you have
ambush?
2 command left. Yeah.
I do not have an ambush.
Yeah. Okay, I attack the lizard.
Yikes.
Wow, what is up with these rolls?
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest, folks. When I said attack the lizards, I thought he only had 1 battle, but
Oh.
you know, it'd be like that sometimes.
Oh boy.
That was at
He
3-0.
only
You
got
didn't lose
1
anybody.
battle, but then he like undid a move. But it's fine. It was legal.
It was a 3-0. You don't lose anybody.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought it was a 3-1.
No.
No.
I was
3-0.
3-0. Wild.
It was 3-0.
Oh, is it second?
So it should
Wait, did
be
he-
actually, he's Wrath. Oh, no, it's not his Warlord. Never mind.
No. So I will attack again the lizards over there.
All right, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I would
One,
try
zero,
to get the
zero,
most
zero.
out of my raffle and just
Oh,
moving
Fucking
this
hell.
that dude around.
Wow.
Right, but this
Brutal.
worked out all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, this worked out all right for him.
So now
Lizards would lose their 2 cards.
I think I
forget-
will
and
attack
then
the
they'll draw
lizards.
4 cards.
That's 2
Don't
votes
forget
for
your
you.
2 points.
At the end of
Oh,
their
sorry.
turn, they'll
2
draw
points.
7 cards, basically.
6.
Right.
Then I think now I will attack the lizards over here.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Do you have an ambush?
Nope.
Oh man, he's giving him a lot of
Okay.
access.
I
his first
know. I
ambush,
think
right?
lizards are quite excited
That's 3
right
dead
now.
lizards.
Yeah.
Although the outcast
3
seems like it.
acolytes.
And I
I don't know.
It-
I guess we don't
Also,
really know where the
we got
outcast will go.
Cards
We
from
got
my
a wild
hand,
there,
unless you
absolutely.
want to
Right,
honor,
right.
Randomize them here. Let's do it. 1,
Go
2.
for it.
Oh. Right.
Yeah, let's see what the lizards contribute to their own
We're
outcast.
losing.
Okay.
In Merch and,
Nice.
and we're losing a high noon.
Mm. I mean, I don't think he really wants it to be
and
mouse.
then
Well, I mean,
Fox
it's
isn't even great either.
well. I mean, if it goes hated rabbit, we can maybe take over 3 and go tall. Maybe I don't know.
Could be a lot of points.
We can just
For sure.
sanctify all rabbit buildings. Oh, wait, no, we actually
think I
couldn't. We
will
don't have enough
attack
rabbit gardens, actually.
the cat here. I don't know. Let me think. Mm. No, I think I will move the warlord here. Like this. And attack the building of Humberto. So it
Amigo,
goes out.
That's only one
¿Qué
point.
onda?
That's only one point.
Sí, no
And-
tengo nada mejor que hacer.
No, pero ese punto lo vas. You're gonna win that point next turn. So you're just delaying one.
It was
And you're gonna
established
help
in the pre-chat
Alex
game
if
that
you don't do that.
most of the
but see
players
how-
speak
but see
Spanish.
how many acolytes
so
we have, the least
that's
already
fun.
give
Some,
him another
some
two.
Spanish going back and
So
forth.
now I will attack this one here. So
That
7,
is an interesting one.
and then I will.
I feel like he hasn't really used his Wrathful.
Yeah, a bit of a
waste
waste.
of a Wrathful.
Yeah.
That was why I was thinking
will
he was going
throw
to go
this
to 1
card.
and then 8.
And put a mob over here.
You can do
Why
that.
though?
How does it work?
Man,
Yeah,
Rafa
it's
must
any
have
warlords,
a
yeah.
crazy
Yeah,
amount of
it's
meta.
any
Why can't-
warlord, any pieces. Of
Yeah.
warlords.
Okay.
Okay,
That is
and I
not
win
something that I
1,
would expect at
2
all.
points. Right?
Yeah, just putting a target on your back.
Yes.
I
that's
suppose
4
maybe
turns.
disincentivizing lizards from trying going back in
They
there,
take him
but
back,
then
I guess. But if it's
take one
mouth, they'll
card.
be able to just convert, attack,
And
and then rebuild there.
I mean, if it stays mouse right now, I guess it's leaning towards mouse currently.
Right?
That would be really expensive though. Would be unhated.
Yeah, but they'd have enough. They'd have just enough to do convert, attack.
Yeah, I guess maybe that's worth it to get ourselves back.
You get a point. You get presence back in that clearing.
I just hate
I'm
so
not
much
sure.
using acolytes when it's unhated,
Uh,
but it must
right
be
there
done
with you.
sometimes.
Sometimes you gotta do it.
Being greedy.
Oh, did you buy? Oh, nice. What did you buy?
Oh, the cat's
gosh.
bought.
Who the fuck is
Oh,
buying?
nice.
Lord.
The cats. The cats are buying.
So
Maybe to help them with this
we will
forever war.
spend this immediately, so
Oh
we
my
get 4 actions. First action is going to
They
be
just need 4 actions.
overworking.
Oh, are we
We're going
gonna
to
be moving
move.
in and like building? Yeah, what are we
Double
doing?
build.
That's only 3 actions though. Maybe we want to
They
recruit.
needed to overwork move.
Oh, duh.
And then we will build
Boom boom.
twice.
Yowza.
Okay, I don't hate that turn. I like it a
Not
lot.
gonna turn at all.
Points.
Just
They are
the-
right back where they were at the end of the last turn.
Yeah. If only we had
Okay,
another
well,
bird
that's
to recruit as well.
Yeah, that would have been real clutch. I do not like that it required them to buy from the otters to do it. I
Yeah.
feel like otters are being very sneaky about being like, I'm in a weak position. And you're like, are you though?
Yeah,
Really?
like I don't like
don't know how much
super
the bird
trust
is
the
in
otters who like broke their own leg and then said, "Look, you know, like I'm injured."
Look how broken I am. Uh-huh.
Sure, otters.
I don't know if the table is buying his table talk though, so
True.
Okay.
Okay. On to Badgers. Do Badgers make good on that forever war? I guess they kind of apologized in
Okay.
the game
so
chat.
I cannot encamp.
tried
I
to
will
make
not
peace.
encamp, I will recruit once.
yeah, there was definitely some trying to make peace of like, hey, we were both We were both kind of being a-holes.
And
Let's be friends. I don't think that's gonna pay off though.
I feel like of all the factions right now, Badgers are being the most edged out the game.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this a little bit before. I don't know if it was on stream or just in chat, but whenever there's a 5-player game, one faction usually kind of gets edged out.
Right?
Especially-
They're just not allowed to
especially when
play.
Especially when there's 3 red factions and one of the insurgent factions is lizards. It's just like it's just not enough clearings. Unless you play Blighted City.
I guess we'll find out at the finale.
We'll find out at the finale, which will only be 4 players.
That's right. That's
I'm
right.
gonna come here and attack.
I know, Endgamer. You don't want to play in your own finale. They have to beat you to get the deck.
You have to beat me at my own game. Yes.
Like,
all 3.
you know, what is?
So-
Dang it! What's his
You
name?
lose one
Pegasus
Badger.
from
Oh,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Right, Yugi boy. I got
And I actually
blue screens
did
of
not
death on
declare.
everybody, so I'm about to.
Which
declare,
card?
But
Yeah, so I don't
All right,
know if
well,
you mind,
We'll see
Hopefully no
you
one else does.
soon.
but
Maybe
I
I'll
just
save the game
assume
state
it
just
was,
in
like,
case.
one of the card
Just in
cards,
case.
yeah,
but-
I think it's
let's
just
assume
that
that.
I have crappy internet where I'm at. I'm on
And since you lose
vacation
3 guys.
doing this.
I saved
Oh
them
yeah.
with the card.
Okay. And I'll attack again.
Go
Read
ahead.
another player card. To go.
Save them.
Okay. And I'll attack again.
Okay, we're attacking the keep.
Oh my
We
gosh.
are attacking the keep.
What?
Field hospitals happened the first time. No field hospitals the
That's
second
it,
time.
and I will.
Okay, maybe I missed one of the battles too. Maybe there were
Back.
2 field
Should
hospitals.
be 2 battles, right?
Well, they've got enough to do 3, but they stopped short.
Oh,
So
that's right. They do have the mouse in battle.
So after that,
They stopped short and then retreated.
continue.
I might have missed one of the battles. Let me see how many dice were rolled.
I don't leave of the land.
Yeah, there were 3 times the dice
That'll
were
be
rolled.
ready.
So
I'm gonna put
they must have field hospital
for another
twice.
battle.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
And I don't know,
And
let's see.
it had to use a spoil to do
And
so.
I draw 2
Yeah.
cards. There are no deck
Ouch.
cards in deck. Can we?
Oh, you can't
That
draw.
would've-
Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, I'm so stupid. I was not saying that sarcastically, by the way. Like I fully meant. Oh, you can't draw cards.
No, to be fair, that happens sometimes. It's happened in this very tournament. Someone got. Someone.
In this
What's up?
tournament with a 60
I
card
drew
deck?
one more by mistake.
Yeah, we had the
Okay.
perfect brew of
I- I'm
card
happy
sucking
with shuffling
factions.
or whatever.
Eerie and
I think
Badgers
just
and
shuffle them
Lizards.
and put one back. And then
Yeah,
shuffle.
and
Little
Alliance.
Alliance. Oh my gosh.
And we had the adventure with 2 coins. So that's extra card draw.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
But the person only got shafted 1 card.
Okay,
So-
that makes me feel better.
Get my funds.
Yeah.
With the 60 card deck too. That's hilarious.
All right, Otters, back to you. What are you going to do?
I'm going to start by drawing some cards.
Thanks for answering me, Otters.
Yes,
Excellent.
good job, Roberto.
Oh, all right.
Right.
Oh, useless fox ambush. Oh, swordcraft. That is juicy.
Swordcraft. I'd be, I don't know, giving the warlord just like freaking, because that T is
I'm
still
gonna
out there, right?
move.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you craft it, he comes, gets the T, gets the
Here.
sword, and all of a sudden he's at 3 prowess and 4 command. I don't know if he can afford.
And I'm going
I don't
to
really feel like otters are hurt that much by this, though. Most of their funds are other factions' funds.
Any ambush?
Okay, we're attacking Warlord, though.
No.
Okay.
Okay. I need to swallow my own words. I said that fox ambush was useless, but with otters, it's like super nice to be able to just be like, don't you try ambushing me. You can see my
Come
counter
at me,
ambush.
Guys.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah.
Trade post.
As long as you're attacking in fox clearings.
Right, right.
It looks like he is going for the sword.
I,
Wow.
I mean, honestly, I would too. Like, even if I get wiped off the board, like, Warlord's so
Yeah,
far
but
behind.
I mean, this is what he's gonna need though to really push through. Recruiting 3 guys at the Warlord and 3 guys at. He's gonna be recruiting 6 guys a turn.
Then
That's
I'll
gonna be
craft
absurd.
the sword.
You may have convinced me that this is bad.
Yeah.
It would have been sweet if we could like knock out the Warlord as part of this, you know.
Right, because with him having 4 command and 3 prowess,
then
he's
I'll
gonna be
use
able
the
to
last
wipe
one
the
to
cats off the
move
map and get so many cardboard points for it.
Yeah.
back here.
If I were the Warlord, I'd retreat to like 5 and 6 and go for, and then just start, or even just go up to 9
Wow.
I want prices
and then
down to
12
2.
and
No,
kind of do a
no,
pincher
we'll stay at
attack
3.
on these
I'd rather have
cats,
my own
wipe them off
dudes.
the map.
Okay, that's my turn.
I'm gonna pick. Well, it's Hated Rabbit. Oh god, I just want to see something real quick.
Oh shit!
Hated Rabbit because it's
I missed
tied.
that.
Oh my
Whoops.
gosh.
So fun. I love it. Yes.
Well, bye bye, my warriors.
I
Playing
don't know if he
too
goes
quick.
tall.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, what do you do with
You need to
this
take him
much
out.
power?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
it
can either
does
take me
probably.
out or he can get another clearing.
I mean, going full
Considering
tall,
it's kind of GG if that doesn't happen.
you're only getting the 3 points.
I mean,
though.
I did say this was an otters game.
Yeah, I think Humberto is right to be worried, and I do think that that's the best choice, just to convert all those otter warriors. You know, take them out
Yeah,
of the
they're so far
equation.
ahead at this point that it's just
You can't not.
wipe them again.
And then get a trade post while you're at it.
Right, might as well get the trade post point.
Build.
Or do you just hold on to him? I don't know.
fuck me.
I don't think he can. He's
I mean, you'd be fortified. Like lizards are in
how
the
many
second
does he
best
have,
position.
actually, is the question.
Let's see,
We've
1,
got
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
Yeah, that's
Does he
enough.
take them and go and just attack the
Does that
hundreds?
help me at all? I can do that, and
You
then
can
I
attack
can
them
just
twice. You'll probably get the mob.
Oh, and 4.
launch
Yeah, go down to
yourself.
4 and then reestablish that
Does that
mouse
help?
clearing.
I mean, that mob is an existential
there's no
threat to
clearing
us.
anyways.
Like,
Fuck.
Rafa with the actual smart mob placement, that we were like, who would ever put a mob there? Wait a second.
yeah,
Pain in the ass for these lizards.
yeah, we're trapped in our own meta too, Ed Gamer. Just
We are.
the one that the
We're
Discord
all-
creates.
We're all just trapped in our own meta.
Why everybody is so quiet?
I'm thonking. I'm thonking so hard right now. I really want to do that, and I just spend all of them. Spend 4. Spend 3. Spend 2.
Yeah, I think he might be considering it. Come on. That's
Nico is
definitely
so
what I would
quiet
do.
now.
And Nico's, I think, I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'll be
I think
honest, guys.
they're planning
I
to just
really-
bludgeon me.
Because this rat needs to be policed now, because he has an ability of. The other thing that he has is he can
Oh, that could be a threat later on.
he can loot for points
Oh,
now
rats.
off of that, the Riverfolk, and get his bag back.
Do that. That'd be
Gets rid of the
4, and
bag,
then
gets his bag back, throws the coin in there, gets an extra point. Gets 2 more prowess. If he just spends his whole turn looting otters,
Okay.
he's set up for like a
Sucks.
ridiculous turn after that.
Yeah, I think we're going to not buy. Anyways, we just the outcast. Okay.
I think I'm going to
cool.
not buy. Stop buying, people.
okay.
Stop considering it.
I was thinking it might be okay
we
to
are
buy
going
riverboats and
to
destroy the trade post in
swap for
5,
this
but
dominance card.
You know what? That
use
actually
the
is probably a
dominant.
good
Oh
idea.
wait, no. Before we do that,
You buy
what am I
riverboats
thinking?
because it's only
Okay.
for 2.
We're gonna
You
spend
destroy
3
all these
acolytes
guys
to
and go to
convert 3
5.
otters.
Yeah.
You could go to 5 and 9 and get both trade
Good.
posts and just leave
Oh my god.
no trade
just-
post.
That's just
Okay.
mean.
Okay, cool. And those guys can chill. Okay.
Just
Or I could
chill.
crusade with them and
Do
get.
it.
No, that's stupid.
Oh no!
I don't think it's stupid.
I think it's genius.
I think you should convert
Should I
one
give
more
you
in battle.
anything If I
Right.
convert those two buildings?
Yeah, get a point.
Not
While
really.
you got the hated
Extra
outcast,
point
you got to
when you
use
score.
it.
I can't score though. I don't have a rabbit card.
Oh
can
no!
buy
you
one.
stupid rabbit card.
No.
I know, but like
This is why he should have popped it last turn.
I feel like at that point
You shouldn't.
I should not
Yeah.
buy.
Right.
I agree.
There's not
mean-
much.
Yeah,
I, can do.
I was
You're not
thinking.
scoring this turn.
I really want a card from here, but I will not buy it neither.
I mean, maybe honestly, if you're not going to be able to
Love
score, maybe you use the rest of your acolytes to take
we're
over
gonna spend
11.
one more acolyte to
I don't
convert a
know.
rat here.
No, I think I'm talking myself out of that idea already.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I would do that.
I think that's all for acolytes.
It's points. Points are so
Um,
nice.
Okay. Now we do the Dom swap, and we are going to reveal. Well, this is higher priority. We're revealing 2 fox cards to put 2 dudes right here,
Mm,
Oh, it's so dangerous.
5.
and then do I need another acolyte? And then I will reveal this mouse card to put a guy here.
Oh, we're not scoring at all this turn.
Wow, that's
Cool.
gonna be a real big hit.
Cards will
Oh,
come to my hand.
ouch. We actually don't even have a warrior to put on Dusk Awakening,
Not
it
getting
looks
an
like.
acolyte just to keep the bird ambush hidden.
Yeah, 'cause that's what we're doing.
I mean, that's
Did you not score this
that's
turn?
another reason that he should.
No, I did not.
Moved and attacked
yeah,
to
I-
Crusade
it's
because
a
they
little
would have
rough.
gotten a warrior back.
That is pretty rough.
Yeah.
Then I will draw 2 cards, and then I will choose to hide one. Yay! Card comes back to my hand. Pass my turn.
Endgamer, can we actually activate Dusk Awakening if we don't place a
yes,
warrior on
yeah.
it? I guess we
Okay.
could.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Virgencita.
I'm surprised that he hasn't yet. I
No, I don't know
what
why
he's
he
waiting
put
for.
this laser here, but it's okay. And I didn't saw this one also. Okay.
Just to mess with your scoring.
Yeah.
The rat's so confused why lizards
You
keep
did
popping
take
up
it.
at
I
their
will not-
strongholds.
Where are
I
these
will point
fucking
out,
lizards coming
salty.
from?
Lizard missionaries
I
keep
will
walking
roll
into the
this.
barracks. It's
Yeah,
embarrassing.
he's doing a
It
great
doesn't
job
work,
of
I will
actually
do it with
doing
this
that
one.
passive policing of the rats.
Yeah.
I mean, rats probably would have had another 3 or 4 points by this point.
So I think I can put it.
Yeah, you can.
Oh yeah, here.
You can
But
put it
I
in either
need,
2
or if I
locations.
want. Which other one? This one.
This one.
No.
9.
9 or 5.
I love
or
Nico's
5,
like,
that's
please
good.
put it at 5.
Okay, I will put it here. Then I will recruit 1 here,
2 there.
another here.
Yeah. You go.
Yeah. Another 1 here. Another 1 here. I missed 1 here. And
Let's see if he goes on the looting spree that he.
okay. Give me a second. I will choose
Move into 5,
Reach.
loot 3 times.
this one. And then I will craft. No, I will not
Well, his
craft.
problem
And
is-
then I will use 4
Oh, no, yeah,
times
he's not
command
gonna do an extra
100.
hit 'cause he's not wrathful.
Let me see this side. Wow, I want to attack this cat here.
If you give me a turn, I'll just abandon it.
Wow.
I will leave.
Wait,
I will walk all 5 cats away from here if you leave it for a turn.
Oh, he must have something to craft.
What do you want to do?
I want to give you this space.
He wants to defend his keep because it's very undefended right now, and it'd be very easy to kill.
Yeah,
That's what
and
he wants to do.
Badger's sole goal at this point is just to throw themselves against me at this point. So yeah, we
Okay,
can guess that.
I will attack this lizard here in the corner. Do you have an ambush?
I do, but I'm not going to use it.
Okay.
Classic. 0-0. Oh.
I'm gonna use another ambush over here. Do you have an?
Alright.
Sorry, I will fight you. Do you have an
Alright.
ambush?
You can roll. All right, one from each.
Lizard out a knife.
Okay. There's 2.
Yeah, you have 2 command actions left.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I know that prowess probably is like way, way, way better than command,
Yes,
but I get
think
really
I will
happy
move
about
here.
having a lot of command when I'm warlord. Just being
Why
able to
not?
move all
No,
my
I leave it
pieces.
like that.
Prowess is just way
I'm
better
gonna
'cause
attack
it's
the
2
lizard again
actions.
here. Do you have
2
an ambush?
actions and
and-
recruit.
Nope.
Yeah.
See, this is
Okay.
actually not what I would have done at all. You moved to
That
5.
is really
Another
unfortunate.
0-0.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my.
There were a lot of 3s, now a lot of 0s. So now
Because
I'm gonna
getting
attack
up to
the
3
lizards over
prowess
here.
gives you
Do you have an
the
ambush?
extra prowess.
Is
this
that a
turn.
command action or a prowess action?
Move and go hit
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, you still have command action. If you use your
You have
prowess
another-
here, use your command again there.
Do you have an ambush?
I don't.
I have one more, right?
Yeah.
You have one more.
Command.
You have one command, 2 prowess, but I would save
Okay.
the.
It's too late. He already
I
asked for an
will-
ambush of
Here,
Merita.
Okay.
I will attack
Cool.
your lizard.
Go ahead and roll.
Again, 0-0.
No,
There we
now I
go.
get 3/3.
Oh, he did.
Okay.
He did
And
attack
then
down
I will
there.
attack you with the.
Okay.
With the.
I got lost in that.
Yeah, me too.
Prowess.
There's a
One
lot
time
going
Go
on.
here.
ahead, roll.
A lot of 0-0s.
Yeah.
Muddling the.
That's 1.
Oh my gosh, he's not going to loot at all this turn. That is.
And
Absurd.
maybe I will move.
Ooh.
Bye, warlord.
Sorry. I will move 1. And attack the others. Post rate.
Oh,
I
hold
win
on. He
1
has an
point.
ambush, by the way.
Do you have an ambush?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
No,
he has
the otters has an
I have
ambush. I
If you want to attack me, I might use it. Take one of your warriors out, make it easier to kill your warlord.
Okay. I will attack you.
Oh my god.
You want to use the ambush?
I'm thinking about it. No.
I can't believe he's attacking without looting
You
him.
can
Okay.
have that point.
What?
Yeah, this
Go
is suboptimal.
And then
Oh no.
I will incitate. No, oppress. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yep. So 2 points.
I need 2 points again.
Okay, stream chat. I did
Okay,
something
and then
silly.
I take 1 card.
When I did my gamble for the Cats
that's my
versus
turn.
Badgers, I didn't realize we could only have 1 gamble going on. So I'm going to send out a little poll to you. If you would rather have us redo the whole gamble to be like the winter tournament, who wins, who loses,
Let's recruit.
vote for it in the poll. If not, then we'll keep the same one. If we're redoing it, then you're all just going to get your channel points back.
No
All right.
worries.
So,
Great, then I can actually gamble because now I have.
Move.
well, then you know what to vote for.
Oh, I know what to vote for. Redo the gamble.
And we will build
It is up to you all. Wish I could do
Really is up to
multiple
you.
predictions. That would be
2
awesome.
points. Made it halfway, guys.
We can just me.
Where is Nico?
I'm here.
Yeah. That's it for me. 2
I wish he
cards,
would have.
pass the turn.
I might have left one cat on that, but
All right, Nico, come hit me.
Why? Why would I?
Yeah,
Wouldn't you?
it's tough
You
because
wasted your turn last time.
I don't know.
Why not
I
do
mean-
it again?
Do you preserve
I
your
wasted
cats
it? I mean,
or
like,
do you
you
make
got
them work
8
for
guys.
it?
8
Remember
guys
when
is
I
a little bit overkill on the
amicably
keep.
asked you for a favor here?
That's true.
To buy
That's
the
true.
table? Remember?
And just giving points without
there was
even the
actually
threat of
nothing for me to
losing
do,
one
to be
guy.
honest.
I told you I was going to ambush you, or at least a very high likelihood, and you had an
I-
equally good option
I think you shouldn't have.
against the
But
stronger
anyway,
opponent.
Anyway,
This forever war.
I'm curious. Humberto, do you
I've
think
been
you're
in
having
some
a rough
forever
time
wars. They're not fun.
Or
Um,
not anymore?
I'm doing alright.
I don't know. Maybe some people enjoy them, but I don't like
Okay,
being
just
in
wanted
them.
to check.
I've
Just
been,
wanted
I've been
to
in this
check.
position as otters tons of times before, and sometimes it's gonna be really hard to close it out because
Yeah, you just have 6 points in your board and
I mean I don't actually because I can't trade post with the lizards, and I can only make 1 trade post with the cats, so I actually only have 2 points. And then I don't know where the other 8 points are coming from, so we'll try and figure it out. Hopefully, maybe I'll draw into something good. Not that there's much left to craft, but we'll see. I don't think I'm in a bad spot, but I also don't think that I'm in as good a spot as the points would have you believe.
Okay.
I believe
I
that
wish
actually.
You the best.
This is what always happens
Gotta
to me
find
with
them
otters when I
craftables.
play with them. I hit like 20 and then everyone crushes me and I'm like, well, that was a fun game, guys.
Well, like these otters are doing pretty well. Like they can set up 3 trade posts right away
gonna go ahead
with
and-
minimal effort, getting them to
2.
26.
Mm.
And then they're gonna have their protectionism funds. I think they're in a great spot, honestly. Okay, I see a Night Terrors being thrown out. Is that a recruit otter?
I think so. He just recruited a bunch of guys, so I'm assuming it's a recruit. He's only got the one-way station, so
I'm gonna actually
right back.
Okay.
move here.
Yep.
Believe it or not, I don't have anything else to do. It's not personal. And
It doesn't feel personal.
it's not. Okay. So that's move 1. Move 2 will actually be probably spreading myself thin here, but what else? Okay, so that's it. I'll proceed to attack here.
Go ahead.
Unhappy cats.
3-1. So 1 point for Nico. And then I am going to actually start attacking you here with a mouse.
Go ahead.
Nico, you gotta remember to remove your badger.
Not bad.
Back.
Not
Welcome
gonna
back.
gain rule there anyway.
Sometimes Nico goes a little fast when they're battling and
I'm
they
gonna
forget
proceed to
to
attack
remove
with
their own warriors that get beat.
my-
So we've got an extra badger in 11, sadly.
Go ahead.
Where did
No,
he?
wait.
How did he get there?
Probably off
just-
trail.
Yeah, I'm not
There's-
gonna gain
One to
rule.
one to
There's a
11
mob
straight,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know,
Does
actually.
mob kill tokens?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
from
yes.
1 to
Mob
11.
kills tokens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything. Todo lo de cartón.
Yeah.
Okay, we had Let's
mean,
see
right
the poll
now,
results.
Rats is getting 1,
Yeah,
2,
sorry,
3,
cardboard.
4, 5, 6 points from cardboard.
We had
on
one
the start of
person
the
vote,
game.
and they said
but I'm
redo the
not gonna-
gamble, so it shall be redone. And we should really just do it right now.
I have one mouse, bottle.
This is a tough one, actually. Cat's in a rough.
I'm not gonna. Oh, actually, I don't know.
You could always hit the rats.
Yeah, I can, but not
I think if rats had
interested.
looted
I'm gonna use my other bird card to attack the
in 5 and 9 last
sawmill
turn,
for 1 point,
that they would have been in winning position. But
and
ahead.
I'm gonna actually delve these.
Hey, y'all.
So if I lose,
We are redoing the gamble, doing it winter tournament style this time. Who will win?
and
Get your votes in now. Bet those River Company stock channel points.
finally, I have one more mouse attack. Should I attack someone that matters?
That matters.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true.
And
I think it might be otters. I have trust in Humberto to pull this out.
I really do think the Otters
See,
are in a
it's
great
not personal,
position.
otherwise I would attack you, cats. I'm gonna lose one to leave of the land anyways.
But if you stay there, you lose the relic to rats.
No, I'm gonna move out. But I'm gonna lose one to leave of the land.
Yeah.
And I'm just considering to do one final battle there, but yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Probably.
Probably
Yeah.
not.
So I'm just gonna move back, leave of the land, and what else? Gather retinue. I'm not gonna gather retinue. I'm gonna draw 2 cards. And that's it. This is how
Alright.
I'm feeling like.
I'll get 2 funds for protectionism. Gather my funds. And I will start by drawing some cards, as per usual. Oh, look at that.
What do we got here? Got
ambush.
Rabbit Ambush. Not what we wanted. The craftables
No,
are still on
I
the
mean,
board.
it's not bad, but it's not what you hope for this stage in the game.
Alright, I think I'm
Right.
just going to draw some more cards.
Both T's are already gone. We're open for
Yeah.
sword, hammer, crossbow, bag.
Mm.
These Foxguard and like all the guard cards,
Mhm.
they would have a interesting relationship with the Otters, I feel like, or Otters would have an interesting relationship with them. Just, you know,
Let me use the bathroom real quick, guys.
everyone
they're-
could
they're-
see how many hits or whatever, or how
right,
often.
Oh, I
how
actually
often
gained
you can
2
actually
points.
use it, or
Yeah,
how
so-
the efficacy of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So
For the buildings, yeah.
they're
you
somewhat
you
actually
got 2
less
points.
Yeah.
good for you. 'Cause you can't bluff.
You can't bluff, but if you are in a good position with it, everyone knows.
I'm gonna keep drawing.
No, está bien.
The amount. That's even worse for him.
Okay, we got a bag. We got something we can craft.
Something.
Alrighty.
There we go. Oh my gosh, 5 cards in.
I'd probably just
Can I
keep
change my
going.
Can I change my prediction?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Like it's still going. People can still do their predictions, so you might be able to.
Oh my gosh. Poor Humberto. That's some round luck.
Draw another card.
Sometimes otters be like that.
hmm
Oh, well, the tricky ears all of a sudden got much better.
Yeah, I mean, basically have 2 ambushes if we want to go that
Yeah.
route.
Right, 2 rabbit ambushes.
Yeah, 2 rabbit. Yeah, right.
Interesting.
Sitting at ooh.
Is that useful right now?
And I'll draw
Probably
another card.
not so much on this map because it's usually super useful for you if there's some empty clearings that you can do some chicanery.
Okay, we got a crossbow
last
too.
one to-
Nice.
Craft the crossbow.
I do like that we're crafting the crossbow over the bag there.
Yep.
For a point.
The
And then
whole
we'll
his whole
discard a
turn
bunch
is
of
going to come down to
cards.
to just
Man, I don't want it to stay hated rabbit, but damn.
Yeah.
What else don't I need?
Oh God.
You got to keep the dominance. You get rid of at least
Poor
one of the
Nico.
military supplies.
What happened?
I'm sorry, Nico.
What happened?
Yeah.
You're gonna lose 2 relics.
It's not gonna be great.
What?
It's going to hated rabbit.
Do it.
Lots of
You
that.
gotta get the 4 points. Yeah, there's no way you don't.
Go for it.
Boop boop boop.
Maybe this is enough to change the Badgers Forever war.
Yeah,
Oh
unfortunately,
my
I drew like a shitload of rabbit cards.
It's okay. The only thing I can give you today is friends, so happy for you to
What a great
Okay,
attitude.
Nico. Just being like, yeah, you
Yep.
know what? Sometimes
¿De
it's
dónde
fun.
eres, Nico?
Hawaii.
Uruguay.
Para
Actually, that's
Hawaii.
interesting.
Right, we got, Otter's got a discard
I think
cards.
he's now noticing that he has both tricky ears
It's
and
always a
a
rabbit
coin.
ambush. No.
Don't think he's going for it though.
No, I wouldn't either.
Okay.
A large majority of the power of that card is being able to bluff that you have it.
I do love how Otters flip the script on the private information of the hand.
Mm-hmm. Hid blammo. Stays hidden
And
rabbit.
prices, I think, will go up. Cool.
What are we at? Are we at 4 now? Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he forward everything. He's got to protect that 1 point he can get from the bag.
Yeah.
Outcast is hated rabbit.
Okay, yeah. So probably gonna see 2 dead relics here.
Yep.
We have
Nico's already getting ready to remove his pieces.
It is the move to do. Yeah. I'm sorry, lizards. I'm
Yeah,
converting all your guys.
All right, lizards.
4 points.
Yeah, Master Decoy.
Sorry, Badgers.
I became an affiliate today, which is very exciting. I'm very excited about it.
It's very awesome.
And if you watch the stream, you can earn Riverfolk Company stock. So
I'll roll.
Yep.
Yep. All right, that's 4 points for me.
all right.
So you choose what forests they go back into.
See, I would throw those.
Badgers, where do you think you're setting up?
Yeah, dude, I would be throwing those down in rat territory
There?
for show.
Well, hypothetically, if I were to also attack that clearing, where would you?
I think you should maybe hit rats or cats in this clearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel bad for the Badgers. I want to, give
Don't feel
them.
bad. Don't feel bad for me. Do whatever you want. I don't know where I will set up. It's like an empty edge clearing
All
or
right.
something.
Anyways, I'm gonna put these two here.
Very
Mm,
considerate of your.
I think that's a
of you.
blunder. He's being too nice. I'd be throwing them down into the Underdark for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you could maybe throw one
Yeah, we're gonna
bone
spend
at him,
one
maybe,
more
but like
to
they're both
Right.
crusade
threes.
here.
Right, they're both threes. If they were like twos or ones, I'd be like, yeah, sure. let's
Battle
throw
that
you a
badge.
bone,"
Yeah,
But
so that's another point.
These lizards are too nice.
Okay.
is he gonna move
Then-
ones from 11 back up, or somewhere else?
We'll
Got that
spend
whole
one last
force 11 now.
acolyte
Oh,
to convert
you,
a rat here.
oh, he's not. That's weird. I would have thought that he would have
Okay.
moved those
Um,
guys out of 11 somewhere.
Right. Maybe they're keeping it so that they can do like a burst turn at some
We're
point.
gonna reveal.
Oh yeah, they could do a tall burst at some point,
This-
maybe. But
I mean, they've got this Dawn Awakening that is staying.
So many.
he's gotta pop it. It's killing me, man. Because it's gonna get spoiled. I just know it. It's stressing me out, man.
Okay.
Yeah, your deck kind of triggered my risk aversion the first few
I've
times
done
I
that
played
last
it.
turn.
Just like
With
with the existence of the spoil cards.
Okay.
But I've grown to
what
appreciate
we're
it.
gonna do
Yep.
is
And the other thing is you have to not get too attached to your craft improvements. You have to be like, look, they're here right now. I gotta craft them and use
I would
them
like
right
warriors.
now because they can
Yeah,
be
actually,
gone next turn.
So we're gonna roll things back a tiny bit. Rats, go ahead and put your guy back there in 3.
Mm.
Right. Yeah, rats I'll do for you. Anyways, I'll do that convert.
Thank you.
What we're going to do is we are going to spend this acolyte to do a crusade.
There we go.
Cats, I'm not trying to kill you. I just
Want to maim you.
need warriors. So I'm gonna try to hopefully roll 3-3. Do you have an ambush you want to use, Cats?
Against me?
Yeah.
I got the warlord.
Yeah, I'd do it against the warlord. Probably.
Yeah, warlord makes sense.
Is the warlord
Honestly,
stubborn
you
right
You can
now?
Problem
also
is
go
I
up
have-
here.
Warlord is
You can
stubborn
also
right
go
now.
up here.
I have a stillborn.
Warlord's gonna
Yeah.
get 1 point from that.
I like up here actually more because then you can hit warlord and make him not hit the cat workshop.
I mean, you could also,
Which is
yeah,
what
theoretically
we're
get a
doing.
point for yourself, and you're
Yeah.
losing.
Okay, actually, I'm
lizards
just gonna
anyway.
I'm gonna attack Warlord instead in 9. Do you have an ambush?
Okay.
Interesting.
The reason why I don't want to go up here is because I don't want to let otters trade post on top of me after the But
That's fair.
yeah, they're gonna be able to do it here unless someone kills this dude. But that guy's staying there. Well, cats are probably gonna move in and build, so I shouldn't have to worry about it too much. But anyways, yeah, Warlord, do you have an ambush?
Bad warlord.
No,
Hmm.
but I have stillborn.
Yeah, I know. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, do not care.
All right, so it's 1 lizard, 1 warlord.
One rat.
Could be the warlord.
Yeah, 1 rat. Oh, I had 3 lizards. I didn't even notice. Fuck. Okay, that would have made things a lot easier on my mental math. Okay.
You know what else would make your mental math easier?
We're gonna
Popping your Dusk
reveal
Awakening.
2 fox cards to put down a garden
Not true. Not true.
and I think a warrior.
Okay, fun.
Got-
Tiptoeing into fox territory.
Yeah, in fact, we're balling. We're just putting down 2 gardens.
Okay, going
Yeah,
full
you got it.
plunge.
You got it.
Cool.
I mean, if
then
we
what
pop
we're gonna
Dusk
do
Awakening, we're
is
pretty
we're
set,
gonna
even
reveal
if we
the
get
ambush.
bopped. So,
Right.
that. And actually, yeah, we reveal 3
Oh my
bird cards, give
gosh.
myself 3 acolytes.
That's a hand.
Reveal the dominance to,
Oh.
I don't know, put dude here, I guess. Doesn't really matter.
Oh my gosh.
Then what I will do is I will craft night terrors because the outcast is currently bunny.
Love it. Yes.
Whoa. That
Alright,
is a spicy
I had
craft.
so many actions in it. Alright, these cards all return to my hand. First,
Are these all end of evening
I draw-
effects? What is
Yeah,
with
you
you
draw
and
things
end of
afterwards,
evening?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I draw 3 cards.
It's a time that isn't used. It's
From-
new and exciting.
This game
That's true.
is so annoying. Okay.
What?
I have a backup plan. Okay. Anyways, so a drew card. I'm sorry, guys. I have a lot of end of evening cards. So we're not discarding yet. That's at end of evening. That's at end. So I have to discard first. I have to choose a card to keep. I will just choose. What does this one say? I'll choose to keep this card. Okay. Then I have to discard some cards. So I will discard. Where even am I? I will discard you. And I have to discard one more. You. Okay. Then
I think we're finally seeing
at
it.
end of evening must initiate a battle if able. Okay. So I will
Plenty of
initiate a battle
options.
against the warlord here.
Oh.
Oh yes.
Do you have an ambush? Assuming no. Oh,
Yes.
all right. You can use it if you want.
Okay, we
Oh,
got a
finally
got
a
a counter
bird
ambush.
And we will roll.
Okay.
Oh
Oh,
no!
we just threw away 2 ambushes for no reason. That's what happened.
Then use a single dude. That's okay. Then I'm gonna activate Dusk Awakening. I'm going to
You got it, Endgamer.
discard this card and get 3 cards.
Oh my gosh, my blood pressure was just went down.
And now I have to discard down to 5 cards again.
No, you don't. No,
Oh,
no.
I think you
It's
Stop.
at the end of evening.
It's at the end of evening, and you already did the discard step.
Yeah. You
So
just get 3 more
I think that's
cards.
the point of that card, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Did I fuck that up?
No, you're good. You did it.
No, you did
No,
it good.
stop.
You did it right.
No.
At end of evening, then
Yeah, this-
discard.
The same time as night terrors.
Okay, so do I then
So you place the warrior, which you didn't have any warriors to place, and then you may discard the card to draw 1 per warrior. Since you had 3 cards, 3 warriors on it, you're discarding this.
Mm-hmm.
So you're discarding that to draw 3 cards, and you already did your discard step, so you keep those 3 cards, and then I'm guessing that card.
Okay,
also
cool,
goes
yeah.
into your hand.
That's strong. Cool. I will pass my turn.
That's
I thought I had to
strong,
discard
yes.
that one. That's nice.
Okay, this makes
That
goes
sense.
out.
This hesitancy now makes a little bit more sense.
8 cards
Right.
for lizards. Damn.
Well, minus.
Yeah.
They didn't
1.
know
Yeah,
how
and
strong it was.
I also,
And where's the other
to be
one
fair,
that was
this
here?
is the first time in like
I
15
my hand.
I
games
just took
that
it
I have
off.
seen lizards get either
So
public
you
releases
take 2
or
points?
Dusk
Yeah.
Awakenings. So I am
I will
overjoyed
try.
that they've
They
got
disappear.
both and have
So
put both
then
together.
That is super
You also
cool.
get this
I
rogue.
will roll this down. Yeah, also.
That's a point, or you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or you can. Well,
No,
you
no,
can
it's a
swap it with
point
that.
and a
bag
swap.
And then put the boot in.
I can take a point.
Yeah, because
Yep.
you're getting an extra item for the horde, so you get 1
Okay, I
point.
take it.
I would
I take the point.
Yeah, but I would like
Water
remove
is
the bag you have to give you yourself relentless again.
Yeah, they're missing that. It's
The
both.
what?
Like remove the bag from your horde, replace it with the boot, so then you can use relentless in the future. It's fine.
Okay, I will leave it like that, and then I will roll this die,
So did he just
and I
take the
will
point
put
for it?
a mob in a Barney.
think it's
Yeah,
here.
he did just take a point and
Yeah, that's the only
not
legal
adjust
one.
his horde.
Oh no, what a blunder.
And this counts
Rafa.
like I know, forget it. And
To be fair, it's
then
not something that
I
happens
will
in most Warlord games.
No, it is one of those niche things
recruit.
that happens.
Two here.
Mm-hmm.
These two here,
Mm.
and then
And if he can
one more
coalesce this ball,
here.
Yeah, he's not in a bad position.
Then I will craft.
What are we crafting?
I will craft the back for 1 point.
Okay. What they actually should do is get rid of those coins, because you would get the point either way and
Then
open up Rowdy.
I
Funny
forgot
enough.
to change my
right?
inventory.
But I don't. I
going to
think
put
he
this
just was
one
missing
before
this
that.
interaction where you get to replace and you
And
also
then I
get a
will
point.
do
Right.
4 turns.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's a shame.
One will be moving 2 rats, maybe 3 rats, 4.
Man, with all these mobs on the
here,
board, like
And then I
Bitter
will
would
attack
be an
these
awesome
two
mood
clearing,
right
these
now.
two
Yeah.
Oh,
buildings.
I'd be
Oh,
getting
ambush.
real. I'd be getting real bitter right now, for sure. Just
So 2 more
yank all
points.
these up, throw out the rest of my guys, and just start.
And then give me a second.
bombing.
I need to spin.
Right.
Yeah, Cats went from being in like such a solid position to just being just a horrible position.
They got attacked by everyone this round.
Right. Oh, my
except for the
gosh.
otters, I guess.
Poor Cats. Oh.
I guess the lizards also did not attack.
I will attack this lizard
Almost,
here.
though.
All right, go
Do
ahead.
you have an ambush?
You may roll. All right, 1 each.
It's amazing that he also still has
Okay.
not
And I
still has
have
not
one
looted
more.
anything from these otters.
I know.
That I will.
Maybe one day Root streaming will be advanced enough to where we have after game interviews like in sports.
Yep.
Like,
Oh,
what was your battle plan? Yeah.
Okay. I will attack this other lizard here. You
Go
have an
ahead.
ambush in the number 2.
I mean, I think
May
he's
roll?
just super hyper focused on oppressing, which is fair.
That is good. But the rest of your toolkit is supposed to help with that.
Okay, and then I will
Yep.
do my 2 turns of the rats. I will attack the cats here, and I do 1 damage
Wait,
more.
aren't lizards
this
supposed
gain
to
you?
lose
Do
a
you have an
couple
ambush?
lizards?
What does this
Pardon?
gain you? What do you get out of this?
That I can move here and rule this clearing. I cannot move now. That's why. If I take you 1, I can move. Do you ambush?
Nope.
Bad cats.
Or maybe wait.
I mean, cats
because there
did
is no
just give
path
up
here to number
their
5. If
clearing
not, I
for
go
you.
there. And there's nothing more interesting over there. Yeah, it's 2 turns. I cannot do that.
But you have
Yeah,
two
I will
turns.
attack. Yeah, but I
You
can
can move
take
and-
everyone. I can take everyone out here in 9.
Yeah.
If I can
Move
fight,
them into here.
no, wait.
The,
If I
the other
can
thing he
fight
could do
twice
is
in
he
front,
could move into the keep and then back down to 10.
Yeah,
There's no good
I
effect
understand that.
there.
Yeah,
Build up
I
his
wanted to
forces.
fight
Oh,
twice
shoot.
to
That's a great
remove
idea.
the
But
lizards,
you're,
and maybe
you're wrathful. If you roll a 3, then you at least kill one garden.
Yeah,
But he already asked the cats if the cats had an ambush.
I haven't responded.
Ah, fuck.
The
I will
lizards.
attack the cats here. Do you have an
Oh my
ambush?
God, these poor lizards are just like,
No
no,
ambush.
He's also
Oh.
sitting over there with fucking 8 cards. You lose a lizard. You lose a
Oh,
garden.
wow.
Yeah,
That.
You remove and you take one more.
Yeah, I'll discard the anvil to save all 4 cats.
Oh my gosh, he's discarding the anvil. That's where it's been. Whoa.
That's worth it. 100%. Save those 4
And
cats.
then,
Yeah, geez.
wait.
I can't remember the last time I saw that many cats in one clearing. Usually there's more cats on the board. when there's
Okay, I
that many
think I
cats in one
will
clearing,
only
too.
move this way. And
I mean, that's a solid press for this turn. We got 5 clearings.
no, and then I will get. I have 5, no?
He's pretty spread out, though.
Yeah.
If
3
I'm
points.
otters, I'm eyeing 3 pretty hard, honestly, right now.
Hmm.
You might be able to
And
get
I
just
will
big
grab
enough
one
of
card.
a force that you go in there, blow him up. Because
And otters do have
And
counter
no,
ambush,
that's
but
not
also both bird ambushes have
That's
been
the end of
burned.
my turn.
So
Right.
Hey.
yeah, the ambush
It's-
game
yeah.
is really
Good.
interesting right now. Okay. Over to cats. Man, look at this. Cat's been reduced to just 2 sawmills. I guess if you're going to have only one building on the map, sawmill's the one to
A
have.
sawmill is the one to have. I mean, does he move down to 11 attack and build? I guess.
Move.
Yeah. Probably.
Battle the mob. Any ambush.
Wow. Okay, we're just attacking mobs right now.
No ambush.
Just attacking mobs for fun.
Battle the mob.
I mean,
Ambush.
for points, you know, like
Yeah.
No, take it.
we're saving up the wood maybe for a big
7
burst later, I guess.
Could be he's yeah.
And
Next turn
I
he
will
could just
build a sawmill.
Wait,
build.
you've moved battle twice. This is a 4th action.
2 points.
Yep. No one else is catching it
Didn't
though.
you,
so-
No one's catching it.
March
Oh,
build
here's some
Can
birds.
you give a bird card for that?
Sorry.
Okay.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, good.
I love foul play.
Yeah, draw 1 card. This
It's
refills.
amazing. I had to keep buffing foul play because no one was using
That's
it.
not refilling.
It just got better and better and better over time.
No, that totally makes sense. I think I had the opportunity to use it once, and I didn't think it was good enough.
I'm
So,
gonna start
but it
by
looks a lot
putting,
better than before.
Yeah.
Thing here, and a warrior. It's only one warrior.
It's a very interesting
Yeah, one
idea.
warrior.
Yeah. Cool. And then
Love it.
I'm going to
Plus a pun. Can't beat a pun.
use these to recruit. So I'm gonna have 3 times as many warriors I had before. And craft. Nope. Act with retinue. Yeah. What can I even do here?
What's this bunny card doing? Is this a rat craft?
Oh yeah, the rat's crafted the bag.
That's the one that I craft. Sorry, I forgot to put it.
I wonder if they're gonna keep the outcast bunny. They might be able to.
Are you talking about the whole table or the lizards or?
I'm trying to decide whether the lizards wanted to stay rabbit or not. I mean, I guess you could try to go for that sawmill again. Just keep taking 11. Or honestly, I might it might be worth it for him to just go for 3 for the points.
Honestly, like
here, ambush.
you'd get a surplus of 3 points out of it if you sanctified both of those and scored.
Or just do convert
No,
attack
it's okay.
and get the 2 points off of it. And
Yeah, that's probably
Okay,
better
well,
than the
have
card
two
loss
guys sit
later.
there.
I
Yeah.
wanna
Right.
delve these.
No card loss. You get 2 points out of it.
I lose my
And
Red
and
card.
you severely police the rats.
I'm obsessed with the Sanctify action, you know. It's hardly
Yeah,
ever worth
I'm-
it. It's
I am
cannot
right
do
there with
anything
you.
else.
That is
I'm
one
going
of the reasons
to-
that Lizards Plus exists, because it gives you a reason to sanctify.
fair enough.
Man,
I sanctify, and now I have extra cards in my hand.
I'm just gonna lose these and recover that.
Oh my gosh.
And yep, that's 3 points.
He's just chugging along.
We're almost halfway.
Yep.
I'll be
He's
back.
finally over the 10 threshold. He can go for a dominance play, people. Watch out.
Badger dominance.
Hmm.
Lol.
I'll draw 2 cards.
We
and
need to
that's it.
start testing the strategy of getting the relics and then holding them and then going for dominance. You can't lose.
I want to go over the results of the
Full protection,
poll.
son.
Let's go over those real quick. So, no one voted for cats. No one voted for badgers. 85% of the vote was for otters. Looks like 110 river folk company stock by 2 people, with Master Decoy doing 100 of those. And then the other 15% of the vote, no one voted for rats either. The other 15% went to lizards. 20 total Riverfolk Company stock by 1 person, and that was Rudy. So that's the poll.
I'm now leaning towards lizards. Thinking otters, but I don't know.
Are you thinking you might have gotten it wrong?
I'm thinking I might have got it wrong. Lizards are sitting in a nice place right now.
They are sitting in a nice place. What will the otters do?
Though it could be one of those weird things where Humberto's like, okay, yeah, now I have it. Because if he can get all of these trade posts out, he just needs 1 point.
Okay.
Right.
So it's entirely possible that he just spits all of those out right
I'm
now.
gonna start as usual with some
Somehow.
draw.
We can only get lizards. Okay, we do have 2
get-
places with lizards, but there's only 1 fox
They're
trading
both-
post left.
They're both fox, so he can only get 1 of them from lizards.
And then just 1 cat.
1 cat.
So the other 2 would have to be otters.
Have to be otters. Yeah, that's gonna be.
Yeah, I don't think
That's gonna
it's.
be a rough.
I think that's why we are milling the deck right now. I mean, the anvil was recently discarded, so there's little hope of drawing that. I guess we're really hoping for a sword.
Yeah, I mean, there's 18 cards in the deck though. It's slim chances for a sword,
Yeah, I don't.
especially with 8 cards sitting in the lizard's hand. Like,
Oh, we do have a spoil. We could spoil some public relations or night terrors.
I'd probably be spoiling the night terrors, honestly, because that's gonna
Really? Just like you think that will push him over the edge, possibly?
It's just
We got a
like,
sword.
Okay.
We got
it's
a
an extra-
sword.
nice. It's an extra actual action. Like
That's true.
the public relations is great because it's just an extra recruit.
Then I'm going to
But-
craft the bag.
Giving lizards agency of being able to
And
attack
the
somewhere is
sword.
just broken.
I mean, I guess what public relations also does right now is imagine having 4 fox cards in hand. You could literally build 3 fox gardens with the current board state, and then score for 4 with fox in like a final burst sort of way.
Right. You can do some silly things with having extra cards in your hand. Be like, and then I build a bunch and also score, and it also mitigates Fear of the Faithful. So there is that.
All right. And the sword.
Okay, crafting
For
sword and
3
bag
points.
makes sense.
Gosh.
We need 3 trade posts, which we could get 1 out
And
right now.
I'm going to
Yeah.
put down 4 posts. I'll give
There it
these
goes.
Lizzie's back.
Imagine he does it in 1, right? Yeah. Just have any hope of
And get 2 more
his
points.
guys reuniting.
Damn.
Ooh.
I'm feeling better about my
That's ours when
prediction now.
this starts.
Post turn, I feel much better.
Oh, good.
That's gonna be it's
We'll see
tied.
how this lizard turn goes, though. This might be bonkers with 8
How
actions.
can we stop them? I don't know, because I never played with them and never maybe play versus them, but I don't know.
Boy.
We have to control where they can put a trade post as much as possible. Because, I mean, that's where they're getting their easy points, right? So, if Badgers, you're able to come up here
I would wait to
and
say
take out
anything
this
until
clearing,
after
I
the
can
otters have
abandon it
discarded.
and come and sit over here. So that way they can't put a trade post with my funds. And then as long as we don't take out these trade posts where the lizards rule, this one doesn't matter because it's Fox.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Then
That's
they
true.
can't use lizards funds. They can use all of our funds to recruit, but we would have to clog up this clearing
Yeah, I mean, I think if
down
it gets
here
back
to
to
prevent them
otters,
from
they
putting
probably
down a rabbit
can
trade
win.
post, moving into here, and then putting down a mouse trade post.
Because
I think
they'll be able
that's
to
the
find
best way.
2 clearings somewhere that they'll
Because
be able to
lizards control these 2.
All right.
I don't see anybody else winning it this round. Short of the warlord taking the keep. Somehow miraculously moving in. If he had kept Wrathful for this turn, he might have been able to do it. He was Wrathful last turn, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, if he had like moved up and gone back down to 10, not been Wrathful, and then been Wrathful this turn, he could have like moved up into the keep and just demolished it.
All right, boys. I'm gonna be honest. All right. Well, outcast is Fox.
This is Fox.
I am gonna use.
So can you? Sorry
up?
to interrupt you, but can you tell me how can I stop the other?
I think
It's
I
a
can
table.
stop. I think I can stop the others.
Yeah, it's table coordination.
All right, I'm gonna spend
Okay.
2 lizards to battle this trade post. Otters, you want to use your ambush?
That was a good question.
I'm trying to think of a reason not to.
I mean,
You don't want to give rats the game.
All right, it's up to you.
He's definitely got the. I'd say you ambush it and make him recruit there. I'm sure
Yeah,
in
go ahead.
8 cards.
All right.
Whoa.
Cool. I am going to
Give
use
yourself the point. Give
2
yourself the
more
point.
funds to do a crusade, and I will take everyone
Yeah.
here. Would you like
Forgot
an
to give
ambush?
himself the point. Oh no.
I hope that doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh, if it matters, I'm gonna be so sad.
Sure. Why not?
Your channel points will be happy,
Those
but your
2
heart will be
lizards
sad.
Removed.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I take it. So that's a point. So 1 point from the earlier trade
Oh, good.
post,
Yes.
and then
There
point
we
from
go.
this one.
Whew.
Yep.
Okay.
Man.
We are going to
Cosmic
reveal
keeps giving
a
me heart
fox card
palpitations.
to put down a fox garden. We are going to reveal 2 fox cards to put down 2 gardens.
We're
right
doing the
here.
thing.
He's
Oh, you just
doing it.
win?
We are going to score
you just
5
win?
points. I mean, 4 points with foxes. 1, 2,
1, 2,
3,
3,
4.
4. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I don't see the win.
Yeah, I don't see the win still.
He doesn't have
I
it.
have the
He,
hammer.
No, the cat's
No,
discarded the
hammer's been
hammer too recently.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
the
you're
thing
right.
is, he still has 4 actions though, plus some another attack.
But we can't
Oh,
really
okay.
do anything.
No, he could score another 2 if he's got a bunny.
I guess, is there a place we can recruit where we can get 3 points by attacking once with an extra hit?
No.
Well, with that, I
Yeah.
think maybe rats can take it with all the trade posts there.
Yeah.
So if you can't win, I don't know if you should do that, but you know.
It's too late. Dice have been rolled.
Too late. Well, those haven't been rolled
I wanna
after
just
he did
recruit
that,
back.
but yeah.
On your gardens.
That's true. They could roll back the garden placement and the
I'm gonna
points.
go for it either way because like those are abandoned. I can't do anything. I guess I can put guys there, but
Yeah, I mean, you just don't score and you
instead of
put
building
4
these
here.
gardens, put 2 guys in there.
Well, you can put
I
4 guys in there.
miscounted. I miscounted. I had it in my head that that's okay. Oh well. I am going to.
Yeah, you can walk back those gardens in the score if you
Humberto really,
If you can't
really
demonstrate.
wants the
Humberto's
lizards
like,
to roll
let's
back.
make
Or
this
even
go
just
another round so I
for
can win.
3 people here.
Lols.
I mean, it does only give me 2 less points.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna. I apologize. I thought I had it. I got the tournament jinkies.
That's fine.
No worries, it happens.
All right. Well, anyways,
The tournament
so we're
jinkies.
gonna
What a lovely
put
Are you taking
phrase.
back that one as well? Or?
2 guys here. Oh yeah.
It doesn't get you anything, so
Yeah, it's just more liability.
Don't listen to him. Follow your 3 garden dreams.
I think I will keep that size just for the future in case it makes it to me.
Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna.
I don't know if I
score with
probably
this
would not
card.
have done that. I would the third guy protecting 5 from the warlord.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then I am going to.
Just having 3 acolytes afterwards would have been nice.
Yeah.
Reveal this card and this card to
You gotta mess with the warlord's backline, going to like 7 and 3.
yeah, we're gonna.
I think he's got 4 command, you know? Like,
we'll recruit 1 guy here.
I guess it gives you acolytes and maybe
Oh,
messes
yeah,
with their rat
gives
supply
you-
a little
he-
bit.
Yeah, I mean it either messes with him or
And then I'll
gives you
reveal the
acolytes.
spoil to give myself.
Yeah, I guess they're commands that can't be used against you. That's, yeah.
Right. He has to use them back there as opposed to move and attack and move and attack and attack.
These
You know, it's
cards.
like yeah.
Yeah.
Oh come.
Badgers, where should this card be?
Oh, that should have been in the outcast, but it's
Yeah.
okay. It was still Fox. It still would have been Fox either way.
Okay.
I hope. Yeah, because you padded it, so it was like 4 foxes and there were like 2 mice.
I
Okay.
don't remember honestly, but
I don't either.
I would have discarded differently to make it that way anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you were all good.
Hopefully
And
he doesn't
then-
forget his night terrors.
Cool. So
I don't think
that's
so.
that,
They've
and
been very
then
on
we
top of
have-
it, really.
He has. He has. The question is, where do you attack here with that night terrors? I mean, you could try and just go for the point off the otters,
Yeah,
I guess.
I would have needed another.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I think.
Like,
Well,
Just make
so
the
badly.
otters' life a little bit more annoying
Oh.
too.
no, that
Um,
helps the otters. It helps them build a trade
Yeah,
post
that's
there.
true.
So
Yeah, it
Cool.
does.
So
Probably
now we're
not.
at,
probably just
I
battle a
turned on my
rat
cards.
somewhere.
And you do have to battle. That's
I'm
the
going
downside
to
to it.
set aside this card, and then I'm going to take my Night Terrors action, where I will do my battle. I guess in 9.
I think that's the only place that makes sense because you don't want to give me
Yeah.
another trade post.
Yeah.
I don't want to give you a
You're
trade post, and I don't
focusing
want to make. I want to make rats waste action. So
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
he could do it in
I'll 9, give
7,
ambush.
discard it
No.
to do the extra hit, and then the warlord would have to waste.
All right,
Cool.
No, he'd still be able to
All right,
attack.
and then
for its
I
life.
pass my turn.
Never mind.
Did I draw cards? Wait,
I have
it's
no
too late.
idea.
It's too late.
Your 2 cards, I think all of those were in there, right?
Yeah, I didn't. I forgot to draw cards, but I fucked it up, and it doesn't impact my hand. So, the refresh would have been nice, but it's okay.
It would affect the outcast.
So
Oh my
I will
gosh.
raise. Let me see. Here
Yeah,
nothing,
sure would
and
have.
here nothing. Then I will recruit.
I doubt that
I
he
will
gets that.
recruit
hit,
one.
so.
I think the
Oh,
end of
sorry.
evening actions kind of messed them up a bit. They're new. They're a new thing.
Yeah. Doesn't.
Well,
I think it's there.
I will put it. Yeah. So I will recruit. I will put the second one here. Then I will put one here. Oh. 1. Two. And then one more here. And then I will choose a different mood. I will put this one.
Hey, rats. I just want to ask something of you quick.
Hey, tell me.
Can you leave 2 rats in this clearing by the end of your turn? That will prevent
what?
otters from trade posting with my funds in this rabbit clearing because I can move out.
He actually only needs to put one rat there, but
No,
Well, if
the
I
cats
build
want to
something,
build.
then you would need to.
yeah.
But I don't get it. How
Actually-
I will prevent it to.
Actually, no. If you leave 1 rat there, then you will prevent me ruling this clearing. And then otters cannot use my funds to score 2 points.
It
Okay.
sounds like a reasonable
And
request
what-
to me.
It is
You
a
can
very
only
reasonable
move from
request.
here to the top
I can move back to my
clearing
keep.
and. No, I mean, but you cannot attack him, and he will be prevent. It's because I don't know how the others play it. That's why I ask you.
If you leave a rat here, that will prevent me from ruling because of my sawmill. So your rat will cancel out my rule. And otters, if they want to use my funds, they need to spend them in a place where I would rule. So right now I rule this, so theoretically they could spend 2 cat funds to place a trade post here and score 2 points. But if you put a rat here, I can move my guys out on this turn. and then they wouldn't be able to do that.
No, I get it. But
Okay.
I need to take their cats from here.
No, because we're tied for rule
No.
here, so nobody rules here.
Yeah, and how I move to your clearing 11 if I don't rule?
Well, you can
I don't
move
rule
from
11.
7
Yeah.
to 4. and
Yeah,
then
but
4 to
that's
11.
why if with one fight I take you out, but making two movements because I want to take your cats out and have because now I only have 2 clearings where I rule. If I take this lizard and this other will be 4, and I have 2 more turns with the what's the name? Command the 100. If I
Sure.
fight here and you and I win, then for sure I can make that move, and I don't see why not.
Okay.
But that's
Can
the
you-
risk.
Yeah. Could you maybe start with the cat battle here? Like make
Let
that
me
your
start
first action?
let me start with this lizard here in the corner, okay? Do you
Okay.
have an ambush,
I do not.
Cosmic? Okay.
I think Rafa is missing the
Correct
strategy.
one.
I mean,
I
to be
think he-
fair,
I think he
otters
gets
are
it.
kind of
Okay.
weird, but
Now
I think
think.
he's got a hold of it.
Now
It's
I
just
have
that he wants to.
three
He's
clearings
being a
that
little
I
greedy
roll.
in that he wants to oppress, and also put that guy there. So he's gonna try and
Oh,
kill the
okay.
guys in 4, and
The
then move
other
the guy to
is it?
11,
Okay, I will
which I
try
can't blame
it.
him for.
Let
I
me-
just
Yeah.
don't
I
know
will
it.
attack the cats
Rafa
here.
sounds like
You
they
have
haven't
an
played with
ambush?
otters, so I don't know
No,
if they
that's true, too.
understand the principle of trade posting with like
Okay.
Heyo.
the rule. So that's why.
So I will
I
do
wonder
what you
about
told
this.
me. I will move only 1 red here. So it will
Great.
be my 3rd movement. As 4 movement, I will attack this lizard here.
Go ahead.
Do you have an ambush?
Nope. Cool. Another accolade.
Yeah, secretly that
So
whole
now I will
sequence
1, 2,
also
3,
very much
4,
helped
5, and
the lizards. and
then
does
I
prevent the
will
lizards.
wait. Give me a second, guys. Advance the warlord.
Sure.
Okay. This card it says in battle with warlord before the. Okay. So I will move all these guys. This is the point where
I mean, I assume he's
let
gonna
me
go
move
for 5.
this 1 second. I will move these guys here. And then I will remove one mob. No, sorry, one less. Give me a second. I will move 1 less here. So I leave this one. I will remove this mob to add another rat here before the rolling. I can take another one, no?
No,
It's
it has
gotta
to
be
be
another
it's
adjacent.
one.
gotta be
It has
adjacent.
to be adjacent to the warlord's clearing, so you cannot take the one
Ah.
from 7.
Yeah, it has to be only for here, only for the ones next to it.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't know that. Do you have an
Okay.
ambush, lizard?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Damn,
Oh,
dude, how many free zeros
calamity.
can you roll in one game?
Yeah. Quite good.
It's
I gain
a
1
lot
point.
of 3s
Oh,
getting rolled.
this is the problem.
And luckily, having that 6th card
Well,
in his hand is going to mitigate.
I think I'm
being
gonna
faithful a
attack
little
again
bit,
Yeah.
Yep.
the
but I'll be
Yeah,
only
1
down to
point
4
more.
cards instead of 3. But
and then
that's probably the death knell for lizards. It's gonna be real hard for him to
Ah.
pop back.
give me
Yeah.
a second.
Get 5 points with only 4 cards.
No. So I think I rule 1.
I think
2,
he might have been
3,
better off doing what he was gonna
5,
do,
no?
actually, because he was gonna lose
You
those
roll
turns no matter
one,
what,
1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
and
five.
he would be at
Yeah, because I
He'd
wanted
be
to
at
take this cat
28 right now.
out, but it was not.
and getting
So
2
I
points
take
with that many cards.
3 more points, right?
Totally doable.
Mhm.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like,
You should be above the otters. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Sorry. And
that's assuming that the otters don't win right here.
I draw 1 card.
Yeah, I'm curious if the table has colluded enough to prevent it.
And
I mean, the otters have a ton of forces, so I could see them working around whatever the table has,
Alright, we'll make this quick.
schemed.
We'll overwork.
Mhm.
Overworking.
We will move.
Oh, we got a piece of wood we got to put in that rabbit clearing too, and also
And
the
then
2
we
in
will
the
build
keep as
twice.
well. We're missing 3 pieces of wood from the board.
No, I'm stupid. Cool.
Yeah.
Wait,
I need
start again.
a bird card.
Oh, come
Which
on,
the otters
come
have,
on.
and I forgot to buy.
Your bird
on.
song.
Cool.
Give yourself
Your
wood.
bird song. Give yourself wood.
This is a weird situation I don't think has ever happened on Winter Tournament before. Someone
Right.
forgetting to place their wood. Do you let them roll it back if the table argues against
realize
it?
Take back the overwork.
Oh my
God
gosh,
damn.
he forgot to give himself wood. I mean, he might have given himself the keep wood.
He did not. No, that wood has been
Oh, that's
there.
right. That wood's been there. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
We don't need to overwork because we have plenty of wood. And
Right. Having 7 wood is so much too.
which sounds like we also don't need a bird card.
Right.
We'll
Because
still
that's
do
literally
a move.
It's literally 7 points.
Arsenic, you're breaking our hearts, man.
It gets him up to tied with otters. If he can just build.
We will still do a build.
Why are we
God.
putting 3 cats in one?
I don't think you rule. Oh, that's connected. Never mind. I'm done.
To muck with them building a trade post, right?
Okay. That was 3 wood.
They can't. There's
They
no
don't have a
fox.
fox.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also, the garden would not allow
Yeah,
that
we'll battle the
anyway.
lizards here.
Okay, we're
Sure.
battling
Arsenic.
lizards.
What are you
Make sure
doing,
get 3
Arsenic?
points from the building.
We're trying to get a point out of lizards.
Alright, one more.
Oh my gosh.
Which
Cool.
okay,
We're
that
wiping the lizards. Cool story.
okay.
Yep. That's my turn.
Oh, my heart
Okay.
hurts for him right now.
Yeah.
Nope. Why did it go to me?
Nico just passed his turn essentially.
Oh my gosh, he just recruited him past
Did
turn.
you just pass, Nico?
Nico, are you muted? Nico's muted. Yeah.
Sorry guys, I didn't realize I was muted. Yeah, so I just recruited and yeah, leave off the land and just essentially passed.
Okay.
Sounds like a protest statement.
Yeah,
Then
that happens
I will get my
sometimes. But
2 protectionism funds.
looks like he
Okay,
could've gone and
Humberto.
punched
I
somebody.
think if I counted this out right.
Do it, Humberto. Get me my funds.
That's what I should have called it, River Folk Funds. Maybe I'll change it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will recruit with those 6.
only got-
Over here.
He's only got 5.
GG.
5 funds.
GG.
Then I will trade post with these 2. For 2 points.
Then we got 3 battles to. Oh no! Are we just? This is clean. Okay.
Oh, that's
And
2 battles for that.
with these 2.
Oh, we're just trade posting
yeah.
again.
For the
Which
final 2 points.
Okay. Yeah, I was like,
GG.
GG.
The game, guys.
okay. I will pay the people.
Hey, the people.
Otters.
GG,
guys.
That was the
That
nail
was
bite
the nail bite
game.
every game.
Yeah, Humberto, if you would have left the outcast bunny on my previous turn, that would have been 11-point burst point turn for the wizard.
Yeah, I figured that hated outcast would do it for you.
All right. Well, good job, everybody.
Good job, everyone. That was a great game.
Yep, Humberto, you are going to be advancing to the semifinals. Everyone else, thank you so much for participating. You are eliminated from this tournament, but thanks.
But
Thanks for playing.
For
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. For everyone watching, thank you so much. If you are not a follower of the Twitch, would love if you could follow. Also, Design in Progress, if you could subscribe to the YouTube channel Design in Progress. Our next Dawn and Dusk tournament.
There you go. I was like, that sounded like the middle of a sentence.
Yeah, it was something. I found it, maybe. Okay, so the next Dawn and Dusk tournament game is going to be tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So we'll see y'all then.
Right and early.